You can start counting now.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the NFL edition, episode 44. My name is Ben Cornett, and we are here live on Bucs Report. Please like and share our show. We would appreciate that. So what is going on, everyone? I'm doing the lead tonight. I guess Johnny and Alec, they're like, okay, Ben, go ahead, lead. So that's what I'm going to do now. So just want to say hi to everybody. And now I am going to go to Alex Loosemore, and he can take over from there. But I just want to introduce everyone to the show.
All right, how we doing, Ben?
Good. How was that?
That was good. That was really good.
Okay. I'm going to step out for a sec and do your thing, and we'll go from there.
All right. Sounds good. All right, so just to kind of give a little preview to what we got going tonight, as you can see scrolling below, we got our positional rankings, the final week for it. Obviously, the draft is next week. So we're going to have it split corners and safeties, but because there's so many guys that can do both, we're just going to rank our top 10 defensive backs. Obviously, we got our news. We've got some USFL talk. Week 1 happened. We'll talk about the games. We'll preview week 2. I've got a power rankings list. We'll debate that, see if anyone has any opinions on it or if they agree with me. I'm going to guess there's going to be some discrepancy there. We had a pop-up show last night where Alec and Ben did a great job discussing Deebo Samuel. We get a little bit more discussion into that. Me and Johnny can throw our opinions in. And then we've got our NFL edition teams draft. As you can see behind me here, we did the NFC last week. We have the AFC this week. As Ben said, if you guys like what we're doing here, like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, follow wherever you see the Bucs Report and what's happening NFL logos. Yeah. And obviously, get your comments. We feed off the comments. Keith said first he's taking over Alex's role for that. He says Ben is very dark. Okay. I don't know if that's the camera or like he was saying something else about it. And then the co-host Alec in the background went on to post I love turtles. We'll get his reasoning for that in a little bit. And Carrie said hello. Hello, Carrie. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I'm going to start bringing in the rest of the crew here. Vegas suntan. There we go. All right. So I'll bring Ben back in first. And then I'll bring in Mr. I Love Turtles, Alec. How we doing, Alec?
Turtles. I'm doing good. Doing good.
What the hell is that all about?
Oh, no, I saw it on the video.
Okay. And finally, we'll bring in the last one normally did. Oh, okay. He's not ready yet. He gave me the thumbs up in the chat, so I thought he was good. All right. So we'll do what we normally do while Johnny's in the back doing his magic. I'll go over the news topics. Do you guys have anything you want to add? By all means, jump in. So, Cardinals general manager Steve Keim, when asked about Kyler Murray, says there's zero chance they'll trade him. They're playing hardball with him right now, trying to get a contract done. I mean, that's expected, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's just posturing, and it's a game. You know, they call it a game of chicken. We'll see which one turns first. So, at the end of the day, I think he's going to stay. I mean, they'll get a new deal done. It's just a matter of when, and it's probably going to be before training camp.
Now, what's interesting is Patrick Peterson hosts a podcast, and he brought Chase Edmonds, the former running back, in, and they were both talking about Kyler Murray, and they both said he might sign a new contract here, but don't expect him to spend his entire career there. They were kind of hinting to some things that he may not be enjoying there. So,
well, you got to remember too, guys, is that he's a baseball player as well, and his draft rights are with. Oh, I said the B word. No, the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
or soon to be Vegas A's, depending on
Mm.
seeing a few days ago their attendance rate. But anyway, yeah, they got his rights. So if he ever said, you know what, the heck with it, I'll go pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to add on that, Alec?
No, I agree with that 100%. He always has to have a backup plan for that option. That's the best part for having two-way sport players.
Yeah. All right. Next topic. It's kind of unfortunate. Daryl LaMonica, former Raiders star and Super Bowl winning quarterback, he passed away today at 80 years old.
Yeah, it's too bad. Rest in peace. He was big, probably the 60s, I would assume, right? 60s and 70s?
Yeah, it said Super Bowl II.
So we're okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. Alec, anything? All right. The 2022 NFL schedule, they put a date finally for when it's going to be released. It's going to be Thursday, May 12th. So we'll be able to discuss it on the show. We'll probably be live right after the schedule is released. So,
I mean, we'll probably have a whole show just on that.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely do an entire show on that. I like that it's on a Thursday. It gives us first dibs at it.
Yep.
And along with that, as got brought up, we were talking about it before the show last night. I don't think you guys brought it up last night. Kind of drawing a blank. Obviously, the Munich date for the Bucs game is probably going to get leaked before that.
Yeah, November 13th, I believe, right? It's November 13th. Okay.
The date's been leaked November 13th. They haven't really said who the team is yet. I'm thinking it's going to be the Chiefs, personally.
I think so, too. They want it more out of conference and, like, divisional games.
Yeah.
You know, in the division, like, in their stadiums, not in another country. Because I think, like, we've never really had a division game, right, in London or anywhere overseas.
Yeah.
An actual division game. I don't recall one at all. So
I think we played it. No, was it against the Panthers?
In London?
You're right. Yes.
Oh.
Alec is correct on that. That was 2019, I think. Yes, there had been one.
Last year with
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Alec.
Well, you're welcome.
Forgot about that.
They nada.
All right.
Oh, I'd be very okay with. Oh,
My
yeah,
God.
that one. All good. Yeah, Corey thinks they should do Bucs versus Packers, that Thursday night Thanksgiving game. I'd personally love that. You get the Lions and Cowboys games out of the way, and then you get this big time matchup. I think the Bucs right now would slaughter the Packers. It wouldn't even be close. But
that would be cool. That would be cool, but I don't know if they're going to have another. Well, no, because they do Washington and Dallas. I'm saying division game type games. Two teams from the same division playing on Thanksgiving, more than one team.
Well, the Lions.
You know what I'm saying, like,
the Lions play the Bears quite often. Yeah.
Right, but would they have a third team from that division play on Thanksgiving though?
Well, unless you could easily change the team up that the Lions play on Thanksgiving. You could throw the Packers in that late game, and then because it's been random. Like it's been the Bears and Packers quite often, but a few years ago we played the Texans, the Eagles.
Right.
So
the Lions and Bears have played the last couple years, right? Two of the last.
They
3
played
years,
the last
I think.
two.
Two out of the last.
Yeah, Bears last year, Texans the year before that, and then the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one a hard no.
Yeah, they won't. Well, first off, they won't throw the Germany game that early. All these international games don't start until like mid-October at the earliest. So
now, real quick, I read something earlier today. One of the commenters on one of these Bucs pages, the situation going on in Russia and Ukraine.
Yep.
With the thing with Europe, if something were to like happen where there's some conflict and tensions are rising, like Germany's involved or something, would it be like the NFL would look into if things kind of get, I don't think it'll happen, but if things kind of get weird over there, they would possibly take that game in Germany away. It's kind of something to keep an eye on. I don't usually want to talk politics, but I'm just saying if with an NFL game being in Germany this year, Germany's close to Ukraine and Russia, so it's just something to keep an eye on. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, off topic.
Yeah.
Stammer.
Yeah. All right, yeah. James Davis said it's just crazy how the Chiefs have 12 picks in this draft. Just lost the AFC Championship game, and they have 4 picks in the top 50. Yeah, you lost a really good player in Tyreek Hill. Tyrann Mathieu's gone, your leader off that defense. You replaced him with Justin Reed, but the leadership value's gone there. There's a lot of holes on that defense, so they definitely need the picks, and they need to hit on these picks. They had a really good draft last year, so I would have faith in the front office, but also look for them not to use all 12 picks. Look for them to trade for proven players or move up in the draft, especially moving up in the draft. I can see them trying to get into the top 15.
Yeah.
I can see them moving up, primarily in the safety cornerback field. Because losing Tyrod,
I can see them going wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah.
Yeah, not with the first pick. I'm saying they're going to target at least a top 50 safety.
Oh, yeah, I can see them moving the 2 firsts and a mid-round pick to get up for a wide receiver or edge rusher. But that other pick, or that second-round pick, the first of the second-round picks, I could definitely see a safety as well to pair with Justin Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because losing Tyrann Mathieu, as much as money he wanted, it does put a big void on them.
Yeah,
the wide receiver
absolutely.
is a bigger one because of Tyreek Hill.
How are you doing, Johnny?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, Johnny?
Corey in the chat. Keith.
James.
Hey, Keith. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Why does Alec love shirt turtles? I don't get that, man.
It's a video from a while ago.
James Davis.
Yeah.
How you doing, James? I don't remember seeing you in here before, so welcome. Hey, there's my girl. That's my stepdaughter.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Thanks
Jenny.
for tuning in.
How you doing?
Thank you.
All right. So Johnny, I'll run you through the first 3 topics we went through. The first one, not much needs to be said about it. Steve Keim, general manager for the Cardinals, said there's 0 chance Murray will be traded.
Yeah. I've already expressed my opinion on that, man.
Yeah. Next one, Daryl LaMonica passed away today.
Yeah, that's sad. I remember Daryl. He was my generation's, the guy.
Yeah. And then schedule getting released Thursday, May 12th. So we'll have pretty much an entire show about that.
Cool.
2 weeks after the draft. Oh.
I want to say something to her. Jenny, hurry up and get your crap together so you can get on the show with us. All right? Go get that mic and stuff. Let's get going.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, I'll have my
Christopher
whiteboard
Cole.
week.
Yes.
Christopher said, hey, thank you for tuning in. You're getting your whiteboard?
Yeah. Joining the trend.
I want to tell you, Alec, if
Johnny convinced me to get a whiteboard.
If Jennifer gets on here, you're going to have competition because she knows what she's talking about, buddy.
Awesome.
Sorry. Apologize.
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, but it's okay. Dang. Trying.
Just
Trying.
That went downhill quick. All right.
Trying my best here.
You're doing good, man.
All right. Pulling this back on the rails here. Corey asks, should the Bucs trade away that first pick, 27?
Oh.
I've got an opinion on this. I'll let you guys go first.
No.
Hell no. Hell no.
I say no.
You gotta have a
okay. I was like, Ben.
Cut me off.
Ben goes first. Well,
because
he has to go first.
No, we do need to build up because in case Sue will come back, but in case he doesn't, we need to fill that position.
All right. All right, your turn, Johnny.
No, all right. It's not going to happen. First off, you have to have a trade partner. Nobody's wanting to trade up in this draft, people. Wake up. This draft is so balanced out that you don't have to reach for any position unless you want a quarterback, and then go ahead and jump for one of them guys. I don't care. But no, absolutely no. We're going to hold our spot this year. Maybe trade one or two spots later on in the draft like we usually do.
Yeah.
In the second or third round like we usually do. But that first pick we're going to take.
I thought you were saying a specific guy. I was like going to take and then
you know who I'm. We're taking Travis Jones. To me, that's locked in. And all the mock drafts from the analysts are starting to zero in on that too.
Yeah.
It's narrowing down. It's that time of the year when it all narrows down, and you can pretty much guarantee when you see a mock draft up there by Jeremiah or Bucky and stuff, and they all start coming together like that, you can guarantee that that's who you're going to get.
Yeah. All right. Alec, should the Bucs trade away that first pick? You're muted.
My bad. Most years, I would say yes. But this year, from what I've learned from Johnny so far, doing all these mock drafts, I would say no, because this draft is it's filled with every skill position you can't miss in this draft. Unless you're the Eagles, then you always miss. But I don't see him trading back. There's too much talent in this draft. Unless you really do need a quarterback like Johnny says. But no, I don't see him trading back.
All right. And I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to say yes. If you get the right offer. Because there's going to be a run on something. Edge rushers, receivers, defensive backs. And there's these teams with 2 high picks in the second round that might want to jump and get their guy. Looking at the Jets, I believe the Falcons have 2 second-round picks. There's going to be teams like that might want to come up and get their guy. So if you get that right offer, absolutely go take it. Because of the same reason that Johnny said, don't trade down. It's so loaded everywhere that if you can get multiple picks, say you get Jets 2 second-round picks, then you get 2 really good players in the second round of the draft. That's where I go with it. If you can get 2 good picks in return.
If you can get it, yeah. David Moser, I don't see running backs starting until the second round, and then they'll go deep into the draft into like the 5th and 6th rounds. The running back class is loaded, just like the wide receiver class and the DB class.
Yeah. You're going to get a good starting rotational running back day 3 of this draft.
Yeah, and just because you haven't heard of the guy, whoever we drafted in like the 3rd round, doesn't mean he's going to be bad, because they're all fairly well equalized out there, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's a little bit of everything. There's a lot, and there's really good power backs. There's good scat backs. There's good receiving backs. Yes. There's
the draft's
something
loaded with receiving backs this year, because it's catching on in college that these guys have to know how to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I have a preference? Oh man, I'd love to have what's his name? Damn it. I'm going to call him Bloodline. Bloodline.
Oh, why can't
See, it happens to you too, don't it?
I just had it, and then freaking
Roman Reigns.
No.
The Bloodline. You said Bloodline.
Oh my god!
Way to go, Ben.
Oh, I can name everything. Oh, Breece Hall.
Breece Hall, yeah.
Breece Hall.
I was like, I can name everything else for him. Fucking Iowa State and all this other shit.
But even with Breece Hall, it's not a reach for him. I mean, because whoever comes next is good enough.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This. Let me explain this. This is the best player available draft. It's the best one like this I've ever seen in my 50 years.
Yeah, the amount of
that's just
really skilled guys.
Stuff. Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
Now it's the worst draft for any generational player. There might be a generational player in there somewhere. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson is close. He's like a Jared. What's his damn name from
Jared
Vikings?
Allen.
Jared Allen, yeah. He's like
Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton's been dropping a lot though. So
but people are dropping him because he ran a slow 40.
Right. Well, not just that, because he had some other issues with his focus, on his focus and shit. He's got some issues there. But it's still, he's not a generational player. You want to talk about, if there's a DB that's a generational player, it's probably Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even. Maybe the center, Linderbaum? He might be a generational player.
Maybe,
but right now he's got a challenge from
Juergens.
Yeah, because everybody's noticed that Juergens could be another Jeff Saturday, man, and everybody wants another Jeff Saturday on their team. Everybody does.
Right.
And you know what? Speaking of generational players, if you can make him give a shit, Kayvon Thibodeau could easily be a generational player.
But he's not going to be. That left wing spots, dude.
That's why I just said if you can make him give a shit.
He's got all the skill and talent, and everybody is looking at the promise there. But you have to.
It comes with that other side of it that's not going to work out.
You have to look at the desire to be that guy, and he don't have that desire. He wants to be an NFL player for the fame and the Nike clothes and shit, but he's not wanting to play football. He's not interested in football.
And that's where bad GMs get in trouble, because they're so focused on that one thing and not the whole thing. You know,
right? Yeah. They're focused on the promise and not the production.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I was celebrating earlier this week. I was reading more and more, like just articles and stuff about draft prospects and the Lions, and in particular.
Yeah.
And it's sounding a lot like Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are kind of pushing away from that because they don't like the attitude.
Right. Everybody's pushing away from it. They brought him in, and they're all saying the same thing. All the GMs are starting to come around to seeing him as he is.
Yeah.
Which means. All right, first off, what was your first clue that this guy isn't going to change his spots? The combine, right?
Yeah.
I'll do what I want to do, and I ain't going to do the rest. Screw you.
And after he said he was going to commit and do the entire thing.
Yeah, so.
I'll show you guys how much I love the game. I'll do the entire thing. And then he does the bench press and 40, and it's like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
He showed us exactly how much he loved the game. He did.
To me, I wrote him off my board after that. Like, he was gone. Like,
you won't see him in my top 10 drafts.
Wow. To me, I could still possibly see the Giants or Jets with those second picks, but
yeah,
like to me, the Giants at 7, I think they could reach on him just because if he doesn't pan out, he's still your third edge rusher behind Ojulari and
that
Leonard
to me
Williams.
Is what it's going to take to get him to want to play football, is to drop out of the first round completely. And then it'll be the only wake up call he's going to get. It really will be. If somebody takes him in the top 5, he's going to make commercials and shit like that, and he's not going to give a crap about. He gets hit a couple of times on the field by a big old tackle and stuff. He's not going to care about football no more.
Yeah.
One pancake block will do him in.
Yeah.
Facing Tristan Wirfs would do him in.
I don't even think it would take that. I think you could face a lesser lineman and have the same effect.
Yeah. Josh Wells.
Right. Oh my God, that would be so embarrassing for him.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So do we want to go through more of the news? Do we want to start the positional rankings? How do we want to run this?
Well, let's do some news.
All right. So the next piece of news, again, kind of falls into line with the Kyler Murray thing. Titans GM John Robinson, when asked about A.J. Brown, says he does not foresee a trade happening.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Kyler is in a spot where he can choose to go to that other sport or take what he gets here.
Yeah.
Unless they draft a quarterback. Now
they've got four of them on the board already, man. They got 4 Daniel Joneses and no real quarterback.
Well, and see, here's the interesting thing: is they as a legit thing, remember who the backup is there? Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, Taylor
Yep.
Taylor come in and take his
So
job.
he could walk in and start. And
Taylor could actually
Right.
reverse positions for a change and be the guy that takes over the job.
yeah, he could start week 3 and finish the rest of the season.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Tyrod Taylor's a very talented quarterback, man. It's just his health.
Well, and
with
you know,
Dable, like
Yeah, with Dable. Yeah.
well, then because next year is going to be a definitely better quarterback class.
God,
So
yeah.
We hope.
you know, so the
fingers
Giants
crossed, we
are
got to
going
see what happens through the year next year.
I'd put money on
I'm
it
talking
right
about
now.
injuries. I'm talking about
Yeah.
injuries can happen and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You're right, but
But if you,
It's gonna be
if
hard
the
to be
top-
worse than this quarterback class.
right.
But if you want to do like a early
That's true.
prediction, who would you think they would take at quarterback next year?
Oh God.
Well,
If
it
you-
would
if
depend
you-
what pick they have.
I could
Wow.
go. I
Yeah,
could go to
top
waterfootball.com and show you who they got ranked number 1 for next year, but I'm not going by that
Like
because
CJ
the,
Stroud or
The top 3 quarterbacks that I'm seeing right now are Stroud, Bryce Young, and I think his name's Anthony Richardson from Florida. Who's a guy that they're just kind of protecting.
do this. Do this right now on your whiteboard. Write those names down.
Okay.
And then next year, at this time next year, we're going to see what the rankings are.
Well, I'm not keeping
I've
it
done
on
this
for you
before.
here.
I've done this before, and they're never the same, dude. They're never the same.
I gotta get the other marker. This one's
You always get that one sleeper pick that pops up.
Oh, you get
mid-season.
2 or 3 quarterbacks come out and start that you've never heard of, and they look amazing and stuff. And,
I mean,
and
look
other
at Joe
guys-
Burrow.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow was a 6th-round pick going into that season.
right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be 100% honest on this. I didn't know about Kenny Pickett until they started talking about Heisman, like finalists, like predictions. I know he was until they started talking about him. So I don't follow
I
Pittsburgh.
knew who he was. I have to know who he was. I hear it all the time here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I know who my quarterback is. It's not it's like a dumpster fire.
Jennifer, come on. You know better than that. Come on. Burrow's the real deal. He's more of a real deal than I would put Burrow ahead of that guy in Kansas City right now.
Mahomes.
Yeah, because Burrow did a lot more with a lot less while he was getting beat up.
Not yet.
Most
Not
sack
yet.
quarterback last year. Look at his stats compared to Mahomes.
My only response to that is that was 1 year. We got to see it again.
Yeah,
I
well,
do
that's
it.
my response with Mahomes. We've had 3 years, 3 or 4 years now.
3 years of him playing. Well, 2 years of him playing elite level football and 1 year of him playing pretty good this past year.
Jennifer, that's the point. That's the point.
He got sacked so much and he led that team to the Super Bowl.
Right. He has the worst offensive line in the league, and still.
Well, not anymore.
But it's 1 year though, Johnny. That's the thing. We still got to see more than just 1 year.
1.5 years because
We're comparing
he started out his first season pretty damn well too.
I mean, we're comparing him to Mahomes though. That's a pretty tall order right now.
Well,
Like,
everybody compared Mahomes to Brady, didn't they?
Well, and
that's
we
after
said the same
like
thing. We
3
said
or
stop
4
it.
years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We said we need a bigger sample size, so we need a bigger sample size.
What is the sample size we need?
Thank you, Jenny. Stafford fan, yes.
Yeah, she is a fan. You're not
I'm
getting
just glad he
arguments
finally
out
got
of
the
me.
respect he
And
deserves.
speaking of Stafford and comparing him to Burrow, pretty much the same spot, man.
I agree with that. We obviously still need to see more from Burrow, but yeah, I agree.
Actually, I would compare Stafford and Burrow better than Mahomes and Burrow. So
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
To me, that's more the same style of quarterback.
Yeah.
and he came
Like,
in
Burrow
this
to me
year.
looks
where
like a
people-
young Stafford.
Remember at the beginning of the season this year when everybody was saying, "Is Burrow going to make it this year with this injury that he took?" and all blah blah
No.
blah. And well, he's proved himself to me.
I just
You
want to
prove
see it
yourself
again.
under
That's-
fire. You prove yourself under fire.
Yeah.
That's what all I got to say. And
Yeah.
he did. What
If he gets that, I'm saying if he gets an O line, I can't imagine how much like that.
Well, and he got his O line.
Yeah, he's got an O line now.
Yeah.
He still needs some weapons though. I think.
Yeah. I mean, they got the 30th pick.
Yeah.
31st.
31st. They can go just about anywhere. I mean, because they did get their line
Perfect
stocked
draft
up in
for
free
it, man.
agency.
Yeah.
You know, for a receiver, I mean, if they want to go to that route.
Now, I think you still probably go center at 31, finish your offensive line, and then go receiver in the second round.
Yep. Okay. That makes more
And
sense.
then I think corner, like DB after that. Like, I think that should be their kind of order there.
Right.
What was the next topic?
Jimmy Garoppolo didn't show up for OTAs, says he's going to let the chips fall where they may as it pertains to his new team. If he's staying, if he's going.
Have we already talked about Debo?
Nope, not yet. That was actually the next topic.
Thanks for the segue, Buster.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, too.
Well, Ben and Alec covered this pretty much last night, but if Debo's reasoning for not wanting to be there is because he doesn't want to play the style of football he's been doing, he just wants to be a wide receiver number one. I'm afraid Debo is not a wide receiver number one on most of these teams. He's not. There's a couple of teams there he could go in and be a wide receiver number one, like Perryman did with the Lions and the Jets and whatever, you know.
I mean, he didn't do anything with us, but he didn't even get to play it down.
So I think that's where Debo's looking. So whoever trades for Debo, they're not going to get the Debo that they're looking at. They're going to get a completely different Debo who's not playing that same style no more.
Right, and I would trust him more as a running back than I would a receiver, in my opinion. That's especially he's more of a
slot receiver. He's a slot
receiver.
Well, yes,
but he's a hybrid. He's a hybrid running back that can do he's just a hybrid. That's the best way to describe him.
David, the only one quarterback we're sure can play as a starter in this season, and he would look like Zach Martin, is
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
I mean, he might look like Zach Martin playing quarterback.
is Kenny Pickett. He's the only one with the skill set and the knowledge to play as a starter this year. Every single other one of those quarterbacks need a season to grow.
To learn.
And to me, I'd still even give Pickett a season.
Especially Malik Willis.
Yeah. Yep. The only reason they're saying Malik Willis is high is that the quarterback drafting has been ruined since Mahomes.
Yes.
Mahomes was seen as a project guy that was super talented. So now everyone's trying to find that project guy that's super talented. Look at Jordan Love. Jordan Love was a first-round pick, and you're probably going to get like a fourth-round pick traded for him.
Well, Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a year, and that's a good place to sit because Alex Smith is a very smart quarterback. He's one of the best generals there are.
Well, you've got Alex Smith and Andy Reid teaching you the game. That's a pretty good setup.
And the other thing is too is the trends.
The messages.
Sometimes GMs always they look too much in the trends. GMs have to not go to trends so much. Oh, we got to have the next Mahomes. We got to have the next this guy, that guy. That's where
this year it's going to be Debo.
That's the thing, because you're not going to find him. You're not going to find another one of those, at least not right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, you got who are they comparing to Debo? What's his name?
Traylon Burks.
Traylon Burks has got the body set. Actually, he could probably do that better than Debo if he settles into it like that.
Yeah, because he's on a much bigger frame.
Yeah.
I feel like he should just go you shouldn't play or because you say what they was get paid like a receiver one. I think he should just get paid as what his performance shows. Because if you're gonna try to go out of your comfort zone and try to change up a whole thing that you did all season to be a wide receiver one, that's just gonna backfire on your end because there's still you might as well go with the way you're comfortable with because that alone is gonna ruin some. I wouldn't say it wouldn't ruin the team. It would just ruin his performance long term for that season. Because they're gonna pay all that money. If they do like a trade mid-season or pay him in the off season, It's gonna be like what was that one player that went receiver? I'm drawing a blank on that one.
That receipt. What?
It was like a receiver that was more of like a slot, and they moved him to wide receiver one. I'm trying to remember his name.
For what team?
Denver. It was Denver. I'm drawing a blank now.
Like, are you talking like a few years back? Are you talking like Emmanuel Sanders or like?
I want to say it's about like 4 or 5 years back. It was like a receiver that was in Denver. He wanted to get paid big money, and then went to another team, and then he just went downhill from there. Because you gotta go with, I'd rather trust him in what he does now, and because Cordero Patterson does it perfectly fine. It's just you gotta get paid of how you perform, and that's what he's comfortable with. I'd rather have him at that position than have him at wide receiver one and pay all that money just to get disappointed in the end because you're changing his skill set. You never really see him at wide receiver one. You see him more at slot and hybrid, like a hybrid player.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why pay all that money to get like a big ass disappointment, and then be like, oh, why can't you play like a wide receiver one? He's like, don't worry, I'm paid like a wide receiver one.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else got anything to add on that, or?
No, I'm
good.
tired of talking about Debo. He's pissing me off because I know I'm not going to get the same. I'm not going to draft him in my fantasy draft this year. There you go.
And most people that already did are kind of regretting it.
Yeah.
All right. This one again just kind of makes sense. They pretty much have to say it. Jared Goff on how he would feel if the Lions drafted a quarterback. He said he'd have no concern. He'd help him along. Yeah, you pretty much got to say that.
Yeah, what can you say? He's already been fired from one team where he even went to a Super Bowl on. And
well, that's what happens when you try to bang the coach's wife. But
yeah, right.
Like,
I've been waiting for him to try that shit with Dan Campbell, man.
Dan Campbell would murder him.
He'd eat him from the kneecaps up, man.
He'd go to a cocaine-infused rage and fucking bury him somewhere.
He'd do that. He'd do that and say, and then he would call Baker Mayfield and say, "All right, man, come on down.
Just take Jared Goff's money.
For you. We'll trade for you. Come on."
I could see Baker to the Lions as being an improvement, but you got that contract with Jared Goff there, man.
Yeah, you can't do it unless you move Goff. And it sounds like the Baker to Seattle trade talks they're picking up steam.
Yeah, of course they are, because they know Seattle knows they can't find anybody of Baker's talent in the draft right now.
Right.
And they're going to have somebody this year.
But see, that's where I say, where's Garoppolo going to go? That's the question. Niners are not just.
I was thinking Garoppolo or Baker, but then again, that Seattle offensive line still needs a lot of work, man. And
the Niners aren't going to trade Garoppolo in the division, though. So I'd count that one out.
It wouldn't even matter. Seattle.
There's one team a lot of people are forgetting.
Garoppolo would not benefit the Seattle Seahawks as much as Baker.
Carolina Panthers.
Look for Carolina not to draft a quarterback and go after Jimmy Garoppolo right after the draft.
Yeah, I see that happening.
They're gonna want a guy that can try and save their job, and Garoppolo's won everywhere he went. So
Jimmy G versus Tom Brady twice a year, twice in a season.
Like, I get the Bucs would destroy the Panthers, but that storyline sells itself.
Yeah,
like. Yeah, so they can have like $100 million tied up in the quarterback spot. That would be great. Jimmy G to the Browns. Shit.
Yeah, the Browns don't need a quarterback now. They got too many quarterbacks. If you got too many quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks.
Don't worry, he knows all the massage parlors in Cleveland already. So
that's the highest I've seen. Zerline has Breece Hall going at 29.
I don't see any running back going first round.
No, I don't either. He still has you taking Matt Corral, which isn't a bad idea.
No, I wouldn't be mad at that. If we go Corral or if Pickett's there at 32, those two I'd be okay with. I don't see any way Pickett's there, but to get that 5th-year option, I'd be okay with it. You let Goff play this year, and then you got 4 years of whatever rookie you get.
Jenny just showed. Oh, if you didn't notice by her name, then you probably
I
figured
kind of
out.
assumed so.
Yeah, they got Russell.
I'm hoping we get old Russell Wilson there, because if you get what you got last year in Seattle,
Or the year before. He wasn't all that.
Well, no, you
the year
don't.
before.
You don't want old
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. You want the Russell Wilson from
I want the Russell Wilson
the
of
younger
old.
from the 2000 of old. Okay, I was gonna say old Russell Wilson. No.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know that's a stacked division, but if Russell Wilson plays like he did a few years ago, that's a Super Bowl contending team.
Well, they all will be.
Yeah.
I can even see them in the play. And I picked them at what, 3rd in the division, and
Yeah.
that's about where I see. And they could go. He could still get a wild card spot there, and they're still probably.
They could be
gonna enter
4th and still
playoffs.
get a wild card spot.
Yeah, that division is so stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been paying attention. Well, he came from a stacked division anyway, so
Yeah. He's used to that.
he went from the frying pan to the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Jenny. Get the Russell before he hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
And his knee, like.
Or Met
He just
Sierra.
got tired. He just got tired of being beat up all the time.
Well, and now he goes and plays behind. That's a good offensive line in Denver.
Yeah.
And you had a right tackle, and they're set. That's
They don't have to, he won't have to be running for his life all the time, because I don't think he wants to be a running quarterback anymore.
No, I think he wants
No.
to sit and throw the ball. Like,
Yep.
he sees Brady play till 45 by sitting in the pocket and throwing the ball. He's like, I want to do that. Like,
Exactly.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, and speaking of Brady, that kind of goes right into the next news topic. Buccaneers, they were asked about Tom Brady. They've had no discussions about a contract extension. Doesn't really surprise me. I think he's gone next season if he decides to play again. But
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, we can't talk about Brady without bringing up that heat of that underlying Miami thing going on.
yeah, that, like, I don't know how much I believe that, but
Well, there might be some.
Miami
to it,
is good
you
at
know.
offering people they really want ownership positions.
Right. I believe that. That I believe they did for Brady. But
yeah.
everything else, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt.
I still believe that Brady wants that other title. He is not going to go out without a fight.
Yeah. To me, the one thing that makes me believe Miami could be legit is maybe he wants to go beat Belichick 2 more times. That might be a thing. He might want to stick it to them a couple more times.
That division rivalry there would be. That's all anybody would be talking about. So Miami.
Oh man, to get Brady Belichick twice a year. Oh yes, please. I mean, sorry. I like him in Tampa, but that.
Whoa, wait a minute. Sorry.
That to me is insane.
Wyatt or Davis? Emphasize what would you elaborate on that?
Jordan
question?
Davis or Devontae Wyatt, like
For
For the
defensive
27th
tackles.
pick. Like the
Which
27th
tackle would
pick.
you rather have? The 2 Georgia tackles.
Wyatt has a lot of promise. Davis has put a lot on the field, so
I think I'd go with Wyatt because we got a team now that can develop well, players well. And if you can get a guy like Wyatt's promise, develop that, he would be good for us, I think.
Well, and the one thing that worries me when looking at Jordan Davis is he going to be able to sustain that level of play for a long time with that big of a body? Like,
I wonder.
His body could fall apart real quick.
Like it was in the SEC. I want to say SEC. Yeah, it was SEC championship. You didn't see that same power that you've seen all season. Because when you play, like, the way I see it, like if you can speed past Alabama on their offensive line, because their offensive line is all pro talent. Well, some of them go at least top
I mean,
or
the
top.
Alabama offensive line this year was a really good left tackle, and the rest was average. But
Yep.
Nothing like this year, like their roster this year.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alabama had a really, really good left tackle, and the rest of the offensive line was average to poor. Auburn tore them to pieces for 3.5 quarters without a good defensive line.
It's gonna be
So
just like when Ohio beat them for a national title. There's going to be a slip off in Alabama because a lot of these new kids are going to be signing to Georgia now, just like what they did when Ohio won the championship. And then it's going to balance it out for a little while, and then Alabama will start getting those 5-star recruits all over again. They got 5-star recruits standing in line, and that hurts Alabama too because you want to play. If you're going to commit to a college, you're going to want to play, and then they got so many people standing in line to play at each position there. That these guys are going other places, and that's good for football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the only concern I have for Davis is the health.
Yeah.
I feel like he can burn out too fast.
Yeah. That conditioning at 370 pounds or whatever the hell it is, it's going to be hard to maintain a good level of conditioning.
Especially if you go to that one team.
I hate that, though, because he could be the next Sapp. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He could easily come in and be the next Warren Sapp.
I mean, we talk generational players. He could be one of those.
Absolutely.
He could very easily be one of those. That big, that quick, that physical.
He's got that attitude.
Yeah. That doesn't come around very often. You just got to hope he can keep it together.
Yep.
All right. So going from a good organization, as in the Bucs, to not so good organization, the Panthers. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. Ben McAdoo, the offensive coordinator. You guys know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. They held a press conference earlier this week, and they're asking McAdoo about the quarterbacks they have, like Sam Darnold and all them, and he's like, "Oh no, Sam Darnold's our starter. Like he's our day one starter." And then not even 2 minutes later, he's like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that." Like solidified that Darnold was the starter, and then completely backtracked in the same press conference.
Alex, I'm going to tell you real quick. From now on, when you address McAdoo, you just address him by McAdoo. Don't say his first name, okay? I don't want that associated with McAdoo, okay?
Ben,
we want to keep that.
Apologies.
Ben's going to change his name back to Benjamin now.
No, I'm keeping Ben.
Yeah, McAdoo can suck it.
That's right.
Corey,
right, yeah. So
cool your heels for it, Corey. She is beautiful, though.
It's like that. What was it? That chip commercial where was it the chip where this kid was sitting down next to his girlfriend's father and just telling her how hot she is, and he has a picture of his daughter on his coat or something.
Yeah.
That's Tracy's little mini me right there, boy. You better watch it.
All right. We're almost done the news already. So Browns signed corner Denzel Ward to a 5-year, $100.5 million extension. Completely reset the market on corners. It's a great
100% Will. I'm sorry, I didn't. Will's comments 100% on spot.
Yeah, 100%.
Will.
Yeah. What are you giggling about over there?
Damn it! No flirting, Jenny. Your mother's going to crawl right through this thing.
So are we AFC pick'em?
We got 3 more news topics, and then we'll jump in. They all have to do with corners, so we could go right into our defensive back rankings after that.
Yeah.
The Browns signed corner Denzel Ward to a 5-year, $100.5 million extension. Reset the corner market.
Damn, wish they'd quit doing that. Just draft a damn corner. I hate it. When
but you're.
I know.
You're not getting Denzel Ward.
He's good.
Fine
He's
with
awfully
me.
good.
Denzel's Ward's good, but
Views fell off from that team. That was like they had like high expectations for him, but I haven't really seen anything much from him on my end. It's
Most
like
of the
Greedy
Browns?
Williams.
I mean, Greedy Williams was like a second or third round pick. Like, it's not like we were.
No, it's like how some people like ESPN likes to say he was like the best. They had a
It's
flash.
ESPN, though.
you've watched tape on Sauce, really? I'll send you some more tape.
Hey, guys.
No, he was saying Greedy Williams. He's talking players
Greedy,
already on the
they're
Bucs.
not even in the same league,
Browns,
man.
sorry.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Where is he, by the way? Greedy Williams. I haven't seen him lately. Where's he been? I haven't seen him.
And all
Exactly.
the Bucs fans were wanting us
Exactly.
to get him that one too.
Yeah. Exactly. So
we missed that bullet.
Well, and it's like right now, if you're Cleveland, you're expecting Greedy to be your third corner, which is good. Greg Newsom's your second corner, and he played damn well last year. But yeah,
And you got to look at the front line too, because the front line can push a lot of pressure on the back end, man. Doing their job. You got to get them pressers, dude.
Yeah. All right, the second to last piece of news: another signing. Colts signed Stephon Gilmore, 2 years, $23 million.
I like it.
Great signing.
I love it.
Absolutely great signing.
Yeah. I knew he'd get taken up, but I thought I could swear that he was going to be one of the first ones off the free agency list, man.
Well, I didn't expect the Colts, to be honest. Like, I expected them to go draft corners.
Okay, Will, I have to disagree with you here. Elam is not even on my top 10 DBs. He's not even.
He's not on mine either.
There's too many.
He might have made my top 10 corners, but not my top 10 overall DBs.
I don't think he would have made my top 10 corners either.
He would have been like 8 or 9 for me, I think.
It'd have to be way low.
Yeah.
I think he's serviceable, but there's far too much talent out there at that position for him to be that high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically, talent-wise, Elam should be there for your second round pick.
Yep.
I don't think he will be,
at
but
best. Yeah.
He might be because he's dropping on the boards too.
If there's that run on DB,
but I don't see us taking a defensive back in the second round either. Really?
No, I see you guys doing like a 4th, 5th round pick and trying to develop them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a deep draft. We've said this all since we've been doing this, I think. But wide receiver and defensive back depth is so outrageous in this draft. You can go out and get a starter in the 3rd and 4th round easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Then the last one, I don't know if you guys heard this one. Cowboys corner Kelvin Joseph was involved in an altercation this past weekend. So he was at a bar, club, something, got into a fight with a guy, and then left, and the guy happened to be shot the same night and killed.
Oh.
It was... So they looked into it further, and he's in the car of the shooter. He didn't shoot. He was just in the car as the guy drove by and shot.
That's enough, though.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, that couldn't be our player now. That couldn't be our. He's a good kid.
Jerry.
He's just misunderstood. He's just misunderstood by the media. And
damn, Jerry, we have a special guest in the house.
That's right, Johnny. The only guy older than you.
So
I'll wear my age with honor.
Okay.
The Cowboys' response to it was that they were aware of it. That's all they said.
Not at all, Will. I take Gators all day long if they're worth it. Because hey, I've been beating the table for Kyle Trask to get a chance to start a little bit. I think he will this season. I think he'll get a few games in there with Brady's mop-up duty and shit.
Yeah.
I am 100% unbiased when it comes to college players.
Yep. How about you, Alec?
But you know what? I'm not going to talk about that subject. If I know the route you're going tonight, I'm not following that route. I'm not following that crap. I'm good.
All right, let's hop into those positional rankings.
Yeah, let's do that. Who's going to go first?
Why don't I go first?
All
Okay,
right.
Benjamin.
Here with
All
the
right,
class.
Jonathan. Okay, so my top 10 defensive backs. Number 1, I'm going to go Kyle Hamilton, safety, Notre Dame. Number 2, I got to go Sauce Gardner, Cincinnati, cornerback. Number 3, I like this guy at number 3. Maybe you don't have him in the top 4 or 5, but Dax Hill from Michigan, safety.
At DBs, Dax Hill is definitely worth being in the top 4
Yeah.
or 5.
Okay, that's cool. I got Trent McDuffie, cornerback at number 4 for the Huskies. Number 5, I dropped him down a little bit because of the issues he's had at LSU. Stingley, Derek Stingley Jr.
Yeah, he's been dropping.
Talent's there, but he had some issues at LSU, the attitude. So, number 6, I got Andrew Booth Jr., cornerback from Clemson. Good player. Number 7, Lewis Sine, safety at Georgia.
I like Lewis. I'm starting to like him more and more every time I watch him.
Yeah. Number 8, I got Roger McCreary, the cornerback from Auburn. He's got some flashes of being good. I didn't put him top 5. I think he still has some work to do, but in the right system, I think he could be a solid corner in this league for many years.
I think he's a solid 3rd round pick, actually.
McCreary,
He because his name's been out there so much, I think he'll go higher than that.
Okay.
Mid-second, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
that's about right. Number 9, I got Khair Alam, cornerback from Florida. Like a 3rd round pick to me. Good player. Like I said, it's kind of in the McCreary category where
he's a solid average player, I think.
Solid average player, but if he's in the right system, he'll be a good rotational player.
He'll be a good corner 2 or 3.
Yeah, definitely. And number 10, Jaquan Brisker, safety from Penn State.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh! I thought I had my sleeper in there all alone.
See, my sleeper was McCreary, so I took both our sleepers.
Johnny.
Okay. Damn it, Ben, stealing from me, bud.
No, I'm not.
No, we're just aligned again.
Yep.
And Jenny, don't be ashamed of being a Gator fan. Ain't nothing wrong with it, unless you're talking to Ben, and that he's a Seminoles fan. So,
well, since this is a family member of Johnny's, I'm gonna let it slide for now. I know better. So,
all right, Alec here.
My top 10 DBs and safeties. I had to go number 1. Sauce Gardner, cornerback from Cincy. I'm gonna have to go. I'm still stuck on this guy. This is like they're like tied for number 1. But I put him at number 2 is Kyle Hamilton, free safety Notre Dame. You got the free safety at number 3, Daxton Hill from Michigan. Number 4, I got Andrew Booth, cornerback from Clemson. Because after watching multiple Clemson games, because my team's not really relevant, I can see that more being moved to safety, like more versatile in that position. And then I have Derek Stingley, cornerback from LSU, was number 8, but I moved him up a little bit. And I got Jaquan Brisker, strong safety from Florida.
Brisker's from Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
Oh, I got the math wrong. Sorry, my bad. Apologize. Error. And I got Lewis
Sign.
Kind.
What'd you say? Lewis
Go ahead. Shut up, man.
No. Lewis Kind. I got Kirby Joseph, free safety.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one.
Darian Kendrick, cornerback, Georgia. And then my 10th pick, I got Kobe Bryant, cornerback from Cincy.
Good choice.
Solid one.
Yeah.
Almost got it, man. I ain't falling your rabbit hole. Nope.
What's that?
I ain't falling your rabbit hole tonight. Nope.
I don't want you near my holes, dude. So let's stop. All right.
Okay, next person.
All right. I'll do my top 10 now. I'll follow everyone this week. I'll go 1 through 10. Number 1, I have Sauce Gardner. To me, the clear number 1 defensive back in this draft. Number 2, Kyle Hamilton, best safety by far. Number 3, I've got Daxton Hill. He can play corner, safety. You can kind of do it all in that defensive backfield.
He's even listed as that anyway. So
yeah, depending where you go, sometimes he's corner, sometimes he's safety. So
right.
Nickel. Number 4, I've got Derek Stingley. I know there's the attitude issues, but from watching the NFL this year, and nobody could contain Jamar Chase, and Stingley was doing it day in and day out in college. To me, that's got to count for something. Number 5, I've got Trent McDuffie from Washington. Number 6, I have Andrew Booth from Clemson. Number 7, I have Lewis Sine from Georgia. And like these guys said, he's one that's climbing up my board really quick.
Yep.
Number 8, I have Jaquan Brisker. Number 9,
Brisker's jumping in there, and everybody's.
I watched a lot of him from Penn State this year. I saw a lot of Penn State football, and yeah, he's good. He's legit.
So much for my sleepers.
Number 9, I have Roger McCreary from Auburn, and number 10, I had Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. COBY, not KOBE.
Okay, man. I'll get mine now.
Didn't you do yours already? Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind.
Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. Everybody's Gardner's number 1. He's the one in this draft that could be a generational talent. That's a no-brainer. I got number 2. I got Kyle Hamilton at number 2. I think he has the versatility. I got Lewis Sine at 3. He climbed up my draft board. He did. The more I watch him, the more I'm impressed. And I just put him he just edged out Daxton Hill. Just because of his nickel performances. And that's saying something because Daxton Hill is great at all of that. Daxton Hill's number 4. Trent McDuffie is number 5 because that guy's he's there. You know what I mean? He seems like a solid Rondé Barber type player.
Yeah.
At 6, one of my sleepers, Nick Cross. If you don't know, go look him up.
A very good player. Yeah. He just barely missed my list.
Yeah, and he's climbed up to 6. He's ahead of Derek Stingley and Booth even on my list, man. Just because I know he's versatile and can do it. Booth, I'm not so sure how versatile he'd be playing a nickel or a free safety. He don't have the ass to be a strong safety, so I can't put him any higher up the board than I got him. Derek Stingley at 7, Booth at 8, Brisker's my 9th guy, and one that you guys I don't think have mentioned except maybe Ben was Kyler Gordon.
Oh, it's Alec.
Okay, that's my list.
Good list.
That's
all right.
That's a lot of eye strain, guys. Watching that tape.
Yeah. All right. Is it time for our team draft?
Yes, I think it could be. It could be about that time.
Yep. All right. So I've got the randomizer again. For those of you that didn't tune in last week, how we do it is I'll go full screen on myself so you can see the board. I have a randomizer here. I'll click it, and whoever it shows up on gets first pick in that round, and then we'll just go clockwise from there. So we'll go back to the main screen. If Johnny gets it, then it'll go Johnny, Alec, Ben, and then me. And then next round we'll spin again, go clockwise from there. So everyone will get first pick 1 round. It just depends where you get it. I'm just bringing my list out. All right. So let's go to the randomizer here. So pick 1 goes to Ben.
Oh. All right.
McAdoo. Threw you off your game now.
Raiders. Raiders.
That wasn't
All
shocking.
right. Ben picked the Raiders.
Okay, Alec, you can make up for your NFC draft.
Oh, here's the hoping. I
Okay,
got.
wait. The order fucked up again. Okay, just a second. I'm gonna make a set order, and we'll leave it at that.
Well, it was like
do-
that.
No, the order changed when we started pulling everyone out. We'll do this. So it's still Alex's pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was.
Who'd you pick?
I'm going with the Los Angeles Superchargers.
Chargers. Chargers and Raiders off the board.
Gotta go with my duck.
Chargers, Raiders. All right, my number one team's still available. I'm going the Bills.
He loves his Bills.
You guys picked my number 2 and 3, so.
Chiefs.
Damn,
Oh,
no time.
they were a little bit down my board.
Mine too, but Alec actually got the guy I wanted.
Oh, just a Herbert. Herbie.
Yep.
All right, so round 2, we'll start with Alec.
Oh, I'm not losing this week. Sensei.
Oh, you.
Bengals.
No,
right.
you had your week last week. Don't know. Or I already had bad enough on NFC side.
Yeah, Alec got screwed on the NFC side, so.
Yeah.
Got like the terrible teams.
All right, it's my turn. I'm going with the Ravens.
Jerk.
Dang, Greg Roman.
Bengals, Ravens gone.
Changing Alex's name to Greg Roman from now on.
All right, Johnny.
Oh shit, man! Bengals and Ravens are gone. I don't.
Oh, you got another one.
Man, you're not going to make me take. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go Patriots. Shit.
Oh, all right.
I know exactly what Ben's gonna pick up next. That's me. Sad that I know that.
I think I know, but. All right, Ben.
I already know it.
Colts.
Nope,
That's
never
a good
mind.
one.
You're right.
That's a good pick.
Who's next?
I'm surprised nobody took that one yet. I'm like, oh,
I-
yes,
they
were-
give it. Come to daddy.
Well, I'm
Like,
surprised.
give it a
I had
hug.
16 I thought I was gonna pick. I'm surprised so far.
I
Yeah, I already
got
I
a
already
couple
picked this
teams
too.
above them still. So I get to start this round. If you didn't see
I
my
already know
name,
it's gonna be.
do you?
Yep. I'll let you jump out. Go ahead.
Looking at that. I'm going the yeah, I'll go the Dolphins.
Damn it! Damn. Boy, I'm having a hard time tonight.
Welcome to my life last week.
All right, Johnny.
There's an easy sleeper team in here.
There's a couple here.
There is, and I'm going to take for Jennifer. I'm going to take Denver.
Damn
It's between Denver and Miami here.
Damn it.
Miami's condo, ain't it?
Well, yeah, I was saying for my last pick,
Oh,
it was between those two. The one just before you. All right, next we go to Ben.
Steelers.
Oh, all right. Broncos gone. There's still at least one, maybe two really good teams left here.
What's the AFC, man? For Christ's sake, you can't really lose on that.
Well, there's going to be 3 losers in the last round here. So
As we see one of them now.
Is Tennessee
What's that?
taken?
they're not taken. So
Ooh,
you're
I'll
going
take
with Titans?
Yeah, I'll take them. We'll still have at least 3 above 500 teams.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get fucked this
like-
round because Johnny, you automatically get to start this round.
Oh, who's gone out of the AFC North?
The entire. Oh wait, so the only available AFC North team is the Browns.
Oh, damn it.
I'm not
I'm
taking
glad
no
he screwed
Jets.
up.
That's for damn sure.
Well, there's that.
Browns.
You're taking the Browns?
Yep.
Well, that's a really good call because of the teams left. That was by far the best one. All right, Ben, you are next.
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Shit, that was the highest one left available for me. Son of a bitch.
Jets.
Sorry, not sorry.
Jets.
So,
Jets.
Alec, are you going Jets or Jaguars?
I want Jaguars bump you. I'm not suffering more.
That's okay. I wanted the Jets personally, so
That's right. There you
Yeah,
go.
I think the Jets are a little ahead of Jaguars right now.
I'll take my
it worries me
chances.
that I have 3 AFC East teams.
I'm pretty sure this AFC side is way better than the last 3 the NFC side that I have.
Oh yeah.
Wait, who's my third one? I have Bucs, Seahawks, and Bears. Who's the fourth one?
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I have the Bucs, Seahawks, and Bears. Who else was the other one?
Cardinals.
Oh.
So I'll go through the entire list here now, person by person. So we'll start with Alex since he just listed pretty much all of his. He's got the Bucs, Cardinals, Bears, and Seahawks from the NFC. And then the AFC, he's got the Chargers, Bengals, Titans, Jaguars. Ben has from the NFC the Eagles, Lions, Vikings, and Giants. And the AFC, he's got the Raiders, Colts, Steelers, Texans. Johnny from the NFC has the Packers, 49ers, Saints, and Falcons. The AFC, he's got the Chiefs, Patriots, Broncos, and Browns. I have from the NFC the Rams, the Cowboys, the Commanders, and the Panthers. And the AFC, I have the Bills, the Ravens, the Dolphins, and the Jets. I feel like that's 4 good lists.
And to recap, we this is going to be an ongoing fantasy between us. You guys can get together with 3 of your friends and do the same thing at home.
That's NFL, right? The
NFL.
that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Right. So each week we combine the wins from all our teams, and each team that wins gets a point. And at the end of the season, after the Super Bowl, whoever has the most points from their team, from their team's wins, will win the championship there.
So I got a question real quick. What if it ends in a tie? Because we've had a tie before, like last year, I think.
Well, then we'll share a title because we're not going to be selfish.
Oh no, I mean like in a game. I'm sorry, and like in a game, whoever's team ends up in a tie with another team.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll share the title.
No, in a game. Like let's say for example,
so the Lions and the fucking Steelers tied last year.
That'll be a half a point then.
Half a point. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
So we'll keep track of that throughout the year along with our weekly game picks. Just kind of a couple different activities for everyone to be interactive in.
Yeah, this is something you guys can do at home too. You can get 3 of your friends and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And post your scores weekly on here during the season.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Earlier today, I was discussing Brad Johnson with somebody, Keith, and comparing his stats, because everybody has got this habit of saying Brad Johnson was a poor quarterback with a good team. And I got stats that could disprove that theory. Brad Johnson is actually, his stats rank with Troy Aikman's. And you never hear anybody calling Troy Aikman a bad quarterback. Do you?
Nope.
I mean, other than the people that don't like him.
Nope.
So let's do some of that. Here's I'm going to give you a set of stats, and you tell me if they're Troy Aikman or if they're Brad Johnson. Okay.
I will sit out of this one because I already saw the numbers.
Well, everybody's seen the numbers. I'm talking to the people in the chat, basically. Here you go. Regular season yards, 32,942 yards overall. Troy Aikman or Brad Johnson? Give them a minute to hear that and comment back. Good airtime here. Meanwhile,
Yes.
what do you guys think? Ben? Benjamin?
I'm going to say Brad Johnson.
Okay. Kyle? I mean, shit.
Oh,
Oh, sorry about that. Alec, come
Tell
on.
me how you really feel.
look at this.
Huh?
I say Troy Aikman. I
Okay.
get to see this way. Kind of fair advantage against me.
Alec actually gets to play the game.
Yep. Alec, you
I
got that one? Troy Aikman.
saw a thread, but I kind of like stepped past it 'cause I know it's probably gonna be a topic.
Troy Aikman has 32,942
Okay.
yards passing, and Brad Johnson has 29,054. So they're comparable. Okay.
About a season's difference, basically, in yards there.
But how many seasons did each guy play, though? Like, how many seasons did Troy Aikman play, and how many seasons Brad Johnson played?
I will find that number.
Well, Troy
'Cause you
played
gotta-
all the seasons.
Well, yeah, you got to compare those. You can't,
Well,
I know they're close, but it
Dan, quit
depends
fucking
on
with
the
the
years.
game. Damn.
You play to win the game.
Right, Dan.
Okay, Roman. Thank you. All right,
Oh,
Greg.
Quarterback rating of 82.5 overall. Troy Aikman or Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson.
Wait, what was the question again?
Quarterback rating of 82.5 overall. That's his career quarterback rating. Now, who is it? Troy Aikman or Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson.
Okay, you're correct. Brad Johnson had a quarterback rating of 82.5. Troy Aikman had a quarterback rating of 81.6. Completion percentage 61.7.
Aikman.
Ben?
Yeah, Troy Aikman.
Brad Johnson, 61% completion percentage. Troy Aikman, 61.5. So
Damn.
0.1% less. Oh, well, considering he's been to 3 Super Bowls, that one doesn't even matter. Completion percentages 63.7.
No, this is playoffs you're talking.
No, not playoffs. This is, well, yeah, it is.
I was like, yeah, that is playoffs.
Yeah. But if you look at these stats, and compare them, Brad Johnson is right there with Troy Aikman. It just depends on what team you had with you.
If you look at the regular season, yes. In the playoffs, Aikman kills him.
Well, because they went to 3 Super Bowls back,
Well, yeah.
I mean, we had one good team.
Yep.
Well,
Wait, I would argue that Troy Aikman had the amigos and Brad Johnson had whatever they could throw together at the time per season because they kept putting in free agencies here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with those kind of stats, season-wise.
Well, now did Brad Johnson
compared.
play with Randy Moss Randy Moss? No,
I don't believe he did. No.
Okay, that's Cunningham. Sorry. Yeah, so he had just left. Yeah. Yeah. If you think about it, Johnson in Washington didn't have really any receivers.
Right. So yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
When people come back with that Brad Johnson shit, it really irks me. It always has. But Brad Johnson was a good quarterback, a very good quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a really good one. No doubt about it. I'd put him in the top 3 all time in our Bucs quarterback.
Don't like this game. Sorry. We try to entertain. And if you didn't like that, you're probably going to like this a lot less because we're going to start talking some USFL. If anybody watched the USFL's opening week this week, you got to see some good, entertaining games.
Yeah.
And you can complain about it all you want to. It was very good football out there.
I'm excited there's a game tomorrow.
Absolutely, man.
I can't wait to watch the Panthers tomorrow.
So if you didn't catch any of the games, we will recap. These are the scores from the games. Saturday was a great game. That 28-24 game was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I liked Birmingham going in. I guess the home team won that one. The Breakers and the Stars became more entertaining as it went along, but it was a good. The defenses on all of these teams are ahead of the offenses. You have to remember they have only had 1 week of practice before they went on the field.
Yeah.
Which surprises me at how overall the flags didn't fly so much as we thought they would.
Yeah, normally week 1 there's a ton of penalties, no matter what league you're playing in.
Yes. And that's with a full off-season practice, you know?
Yeah.
Very disappointed in the Panthers' play on the field.
The quarterbacks fumbled 9 times combined for the Panthers.
Yeah, that
Not all of them went the other way, but
I had high expectations for Shea Patterson.
Well, it's that 7-9 bullshit. That's what it is.
Well, and see, here's the thing though with Patterson is he looked bad off the start, but he was instrumental in putting that comeback together in the second half.
Yeah,
And
but it's still
the running game went really well. Like there's a lot there to work with. They just got to fix the damn fumble issues.
But it's still that 7-9 bullshit. That's all it is.
That's
what you're
what's
getting.
The record going to be without a 16-game season? They play 10 weeks?
Well, I didn't say it would be one season. I didn't say it would be one season. I'm just combining all the seasons that Fisher's going to be there. Anyway.
And the Bandits were as we expected them to be. They
dominated.
Were a dominant offense, a great quarterback, and then the second half, the defense took over and almost got the shutout.
And Pittsburgh just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, Pittsburgh was stumbling around their feet, man.
No, I didn't get to. I didn't get to see the first half of the game. I was at work because they had to postpone it to Monday. God damn it! But I saw the highlights, and Tampa, I think, looked like the best team out of all of them this weekend.
Them, Birmingham, and the Generals, I would say, look really good. The Gamblers, I think the Gamblers are going to be okay once they get some practices in and stuff because they came out like the Bandits and looked really good in their first half.
Yeah.
The stamina issue was a deal because, like I said, they've only had a week of practice. So to expect a whole lot from stamina in the second half is just reaching a little bit there. But it was entertaining football. It was very entertaining football.
Yeah.
And the Birmingham and Generals game, that was what 3 million people watched that on TV. So it was a good kickoff to football. USFL. I enjoyed it. There, now I can see it. Anything else? How about the games? These games this week, Alex.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up a schedule right now here.
Okay, because that's the one thing I really forgot to look up. We do have
So, what's tomorrow's game?
What's going on, Alec?
So, tomorrow's game is the Panthers versus the Generals.
My computer's having technical issues right now. Now it's saying call history sync helper wants to use your login keychain.
Yeah, clear the Pornhub off your search.
Right, it's not the Pornhub.
Okay.
I want the freaking login keychain.
Well, let's pull you out until you get your
Yeah.
issues.
Johnny, you never pull out, Johnny. What are you talking?
All right, Keith. Oh, wrong one.
Let's see if
Oh, you must have it, Alex.
I'm trying to find I got a picture, trying to see if it'll work. Nope, it didn't. Okay.
We play Tampa plays New Orleans. I know that.
Yeah.
The Bandits play the Breakers.
Yeah, and I'm Panthers. I mean, Jesus Christ. I have the Panthers on my mind, I guess. I'm taking Bandits.
No.
No doubt. Breakers were just disappointing and ugly. I thought those uniforms, when I first saw them on paper, were kind of like one of the best uniforms looking, but that helmet just, oh, God.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Michigan versus New Jersey. So Panthers versus Generals.
Generals.
Saturday, the first game.
Wait, are we going to write these picks down?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay, I'll write them down. This makes for great radio.
I love that scratching. DJ Alex, I love that scratching.
DJ Alex. Well, while we're doing this, I can inform you guys, next Thursday, we're going to have a complete draft show, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here.
Yep.
We're going to catch all the draft, so show up. We'll be here.
Yeah. All right, so I finally have it ready to go. So Panthers versus the Generals. Johnny?
Generals.
Ben?
I'm going to go Generals.
I think Panthers got to get their quarterback fixed or something.
And yeah, I'm going Generals as well. I think they will get it figured out. I don't think this is the week they do it though.
No.
And then we'll get Schaumburg's pick when he comes back.
I think mid-season we'll see some changes in the standings and stuff, but right now I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, we've got the Maulers and the Stars. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Who you got?
Damn.
All right, so we're picking the USFL games. We got Panthers at Generals. Who you got?
Alec with a C.
I got Panthers.
Oh, all right.
Well,
he's lone wolf in this one.
He's going really upset on that one.
Yeah.
I love upsets.
All right. Okay, we got Maulers at the Stars next.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. I'll jump right into this one. I'm going Philly.
Yeah, I didn't get much out of the Maulers. Their defense and their running game started getting better in the late second half, like the fourth quarter, but too little too late, man. I'm going to go with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Maulers this week. I think they're going to surprise us.
I wouldn't mind to see a surprise because I'm not a big Philadelphia fan, but
yeah. All right, Alec.
See, I had this conversation with Johnny and Ben on Saturday, so I'm gonna go with Philadelphia because their offense is too predictable. They run
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. They run more consistent plays nonstop.
Well, they didn't throw the ball at all in the first half. I think one pass in the first half of that game. Come on, man. Yeah,
well, they only threw what, like 5 times? Something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
it was crazy.
Like, I get you're trying to establish the run game, but
they're trying to
do that by
establish
setting up a pass
dominance,
game.
but when you're not being dominant at that, you got to switch up a little bit, dude.
Absolutely. All right, the last of the Saturday games, we've got the Stallions and the Gamblers.
Oh, I've got to go Stallions all day on that one, man.
Yeah. So we got,
The Stallions, like I said, the Stallions really impressed me in that game.
yeah. All right, Ben.
Boy, I think this might be the game of the week right here. You know, the Gamblers were good defensively last week.
Yeah.
The Stallions' offense was really good. I'm gonna go with the Stallions, but this is gonna be a close game, closer than people think.
Yeah.
Ben with the upset pick.
No, I said Stallions.
Yeah, he said Stallions.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Gamblers.
Okay, Alec. Are you going with Calvin Ridley's favorite team, or
I'm betting it.
you're betting it? All right.
Betting it.
Ridley would be so proud of you. All
No,
right.
I don't lose parlays like he does.
Well, and you don't bet the Falcons either, so
I'd never do.
I wouldn't if I was you. All right, and to me personally, I think this one's the game of the week because to me, it's two of the better teams. It's New Orleans and Tampa.
Ooh.
The Breakers, I can't. I got to go Tampa. The Breakers didn't impress me.
I'm also going the Bandits, but
Oh, I'm going Bandits too. Me 3.
Bandits 4.
all
Yeah,
right.
I think that's a lock.
4
I
Bandits.
think that's our lock of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bandits over Breakers for the lock of the week here.
Yep.
Although Johnny, remember what happened when we said locks?
Yeah.
Do you really want to put that as the lock?
Why not? We all agreed on it, so that should be a lock.
That's the only one we all agreed on. Me and Johnny agreed on every single game. Alec and Ben had to be the ones that were different on a couple games.
Well, they are the
My mom
rookies.
was as an oddball.
All right. Yeah, I'll go through my power rankings and then we can discuss them after. So I'll start it off. I didn't watch the entirety of I watched the entirety of the Panthers and Gamblers game, I believe it was. But I watched highlights for the other ones. So we'll keep that in mind. My power ranking should be better next week.
I'm going to put this list back up just so everybody can look through it while we're doing the power rankings.
Yeah. Bandits are clear number 1 to me. I mean, they showed that the offense was really good. What amazed me was the passing game was really good. Passing games are never this good this early.
Yeah,
So-
Tomorrow is awesome.
Yeah.
He's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, clear number 1 there. Number 2 for me is Birmingham. I mean, that game was phenomenal. They looked really good. I don't got much else to say on that. They're number 2 for me. This is the one I think you guys might disagree with. New Orleans to me is number 3. A lot of places I was looking had New Orleans number 2, and I didn't think they were quite that high. But I thought they looked good enough, so I put them number 3. Number 4, I have the Generals. To me, Generals and Gamblers, you could kind of go either way at 4 and 5 here. It was 2 good teams that are kind of middle of the pack there. Generals, I mean, went toe-to-toe with Birmingham and made that game awesome. And the Gamblers almost choked against the Panthers. So that's kind of why I went the way I went. I put the comments away there. Number 6, I have the Panthers. To me, Michigan and Philadelphia were kind of, you could go 6 or 7 there for either of them. I wasn't amazed by any of the last 3 teams. To me, the comeback is why I put Michigan a little bit ahead of Philly. And I think the reason they lost that game, like I said, 9 fumbles by your quarterbacks. I think if they didn't have those, they win that game. So Michigan just edges out Philly there for me. So obviously number 7 is Philly. Number 8 for me is the Maulers. They couldn't get anything done on either side of the ball. So, I mean, like you said, Johnny, they started to figure some stuff out late,
Right.
but not enough for me to rank them any higher than the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I think I'm just right now. I'm going to base my power rankings on the ability to score and play defense. And
Yeah.
against I think the Generals and the Stallions were the two most comparable teams in that game in this weekend's matchups. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put Stallions number 1.
Ooh.
The Generals, I think, would be a good match for anybody on this list. So I'm going to run them number 2.
Oh, sorry, I meant to do that.
Third, I want to put Tampa Bay at third, but they let up. They took the foot off the pedal in the second half, and that upset that bothered me. So I'm going to put. I'll put the Bandits 3.
Okay.
Breakers 4. Followed by the Stars at 5. Panthers did come back in that game, but I got to put Gamblers at 6, Panthers 7, and Maulers 8.
You had Philly at what, 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't watch the entirety of the games, so I watched the highlights.
Right.
So there might have been stuff I missed.
I do think that the Bandits are going to eventually take our power rankings over because they simply have the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
And their defense,
I saw enough there.
Their
to make
defense
them.
came on strong and finished strong, so they have a great defense. I got to see the offense get more cohesive and put games away.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Ben.
Okay. Number 1, I got the Bandits. Number 2, I got the Stallions. Number 3, it's kind of a surprise, but the Gamblers. Number 4, I got the Breakers. Number 5, I got the Generals. Number 6, I got the Stars. Number 7, I got the Maulers. Number 8, I'm leaving blank. Number 9, I'm leaving blank. So I'm going to put the Panthers at number 10 because of the 9 fumbles. It was that bad. No football team.
It was ugly.
No football team pro team should have 9 fumbles in a game.
You would think so, but
He buried the Panthers.
I mean, it was.
It's understandable. They have no
that
quarterback. They have no quarterback, which is very upsetting because when they drafted. Oh shit! What's his name?
Are you talking Paxton Lynch or Shea Patterson?
Patterson. When they drafted Patterson, I thought they had somebody there, and then he comes right out and takes a crap. Both of them did. They both come out and took a crap. Neither one of them wanted to establish themselves. I think they might be diving back into the market and looking for another quarterback here soon.
Now, I mean, Shea did show some promise later on in the game, but I need to see more from him.
Absolutely. Those interceptions killed him.
Well, and it was Lynch that threw the interceptions, was it not?
Well, they both did. Shea Patterson threw one in the first quarter. It was a drive-killing interception, man. So,
I thought it was the fumble on the first drive.
That was on like the third drive they had, dude. The fumble
they drove all the way down
inside
the
the red zone. Yeah, that was like
the
third drive. Yeah.
Hey, you know what kills me too is why I put the Panthers number 10. Paxton Lynch's one NFL victory. You know who that was against? the Bucs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that really, irks me still that we lost to Paxton
Lynch.
Well, and Paxton Lynch
It's even worse
in
after
this
watching him
last game,
play.
Yeah.
where he had more fumbles than completions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
And dude, you were brought in to be a running quarterback in the first place. Ugh,
Yeah.
that option. And I think Shea Patterson ran better than him. No, he
Well,
didn't get yardage, but his runs
Yeah.
were crisper than Patterson's were. I mean,
Lynch's,
Lynch's were.
Yeah, well, and Shea was a running quarterback at Ole Miss.
Right.
He ran a lot when he was there.
Yeah,
Ran a
he was
little less
crisper.
at
He
Michigan,
didn't take chances, although he could have took a chance a couple of times and would have got the first down.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. He looked cleaner when he was running the ball. He kept the ball tucked up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Patterson, I don't know what was going on with him. I said it again. Lynch, I don't know what was wrong with him.
Yeah, to me, like, Lynch shouldn't see the field. After that performance, he should ride the pine. Like,
it's kind of like with the Vipers? Remember the Vipers, the XFL Vipers in Tampa Bay?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't settle on a quarterback, and it showed until they went to their third string quarterback. Remember?
Yeah. Well, and the 2 quarterback thing was why I put the Stars down so low.
Here's another thing about the USFL that I think we all can agree on. They have got to get a bigger roster.
Yeah,
Yes.
38
38 man
people.
roster. The way the injuries were flying out there, man, this weekend, they're definitely going to have to open that roster up.
Well, I asked you about that, Johnny. You said that could be financially related.
I believe it is because they're paying their guys pretty well.
But still, you got to have a bigger roster because of the injuries.
Yeah, they're going to have to adjust that. They probably won't do it this year, but they'll probably sometime next year. Or I see it at least no less when these teams get bought up.
Yeah.
I think there's some a couple of them have already pretty much sealed the deals with their ownership. So
Okay.
yeah, Alec, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
This is
making
my
sure
cameras.
Well,
My camera's on.
you've been like silent lately, so we were just like,
Oh, I was
I
like, my
thought he played back and nodded off.
turn,
Man.
so I was like, okay.
It's camera shy. Oh,
No, it's the camera's like the camera's there, but it's not lighting up at all.
What are you
That's
talking
got
about? He's right there.
It's right there.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying like
That's
the
not really
camera.
Alec.
Okay,
You're camera shy.
I'm Bob Stevie. So
Okay, you're
Bob.
Kyle.
oh, Ben McAdoo.
Okay, Kyle.
I mean, isn't it kind of funny that you called him Kyle and not so long after his camera went off?
I know, right?
Yeah.
He
I
punched
just
his camera,
thought
that's
he
what
got
happened.
tired of sitting up.
Mike has this problem like twice already on this show, so it's happened twice.
It usually happens about an hour and a half in when you start getting tired.
No, it literally froze and said I had to enter a keychain. I sent the pictures. I have a keychain attached to this thing. I sent it on the group chat. I sent it to Ben. Ben was on some weird stuff.
Right.
What do you think, Alex or Alec? Either one of you can handle this question. What do you think besides the roster size? What do you think of the USFL this last week?
I loved it. It was a lot of what I expected. I expected entertaining football. Like it's guys that realistically are pro players.
Yep.
They're just not quite at the level of the NFL guys.
Right.
But it's guys that give a shit. I love to watch that kind of football.
A lot of these guys came from the NFL. Look at John Franklin. He gets one pass thrown to him and drops it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like the USFL because like even though like it's still at one stadium, even if you just watching it, like all like the rules they have for it, just like how me and Ben were watching I think it was the Generals on me and Ben and John were watching on Saturday. That was actually a good game. I actually liked that game.
Now with the Bandits, there is one. Emmons has got to learn to take that first step.
Yeah.
He keeps trying to. He reminds me so much of Rojo. It's pathetic.
Wow.
Run forward, see the gap, and don't hesitate. Hit the hole because
But
the holes aren't there to stay there. They don't last long.
I did see him with the pass block.
Yeah, he blocked well. I thought he blocked really
so
well.
why would you compare him to Ronald Jones?
Well, yeah,
The running style. Yeah.
the running style, Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely like
That's
the
the one
cam
thing-
angles, how it is.
What?
No, I said I like how like they have like the drone, like on the
Oh,
kickoff.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
had a running
Giants say,
bet with
I want
Tracy
my
about how long.
football is that.
I had a running bet with Tracy about how long, which game will they be in when they finally destroy the drone?
When they hit it, yeah.
Well, you got a
Okay.
fan, Johnny.
I
Oh,
have to
God.
agree. I don't think the USFL is garbage, but I definitely agree with the second part of that statement.
Don't worry,
I
Fred.
don't.
Don't worry,
No.
Fred. We have a friend for you that agrees with that.
I mean, look, as far as a very good first week, it's
Yeah.
there's a saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Right.
So far, this is a good impression.
Yeah, 3 million viewers for the first game.
Right.
That's
Well, they
that's
picked a good game
damn
to start
good.
off with.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
guess what? It's worldwide.
Yeah, it is
Right.
worldwide.
Yeah.
So it will gain in popularity because
Right.
Spain loves their football. Europe loves their American football. It's gaining in popularity. Mexico, we know it was always loved football. Canada
Yeah.
loves football. So, and
They do.
The serviceman overseas definitely love football. So,
But again, they need to carry that momentum because remember the other games, they didn't really have anybody in the stands. And a lot of times crowds make those games. So I would like to see a solid crowd.
right. I think they could. I think they could package those deals for the out of towners, people who are coming into town
Mhm.
for the games, and package those with motels for the weekend and at all the games. You know what I mean? Have it set up so that they get to go to enjoy all the games, have hotel accommodations for the weekend, and then when they get ready Sunday night to fly back home or travel back home, you get more like that.
Well, Johnny, I bring that up though because we're only in one spot this year. So the fan at home that can't make the games, they want to feel like they're at the game. So when you see a crowd, it usually makes you feel like you're kind of at the game. But when you don't see a crowd, it kind of like not all fans, but some that may be a turnoff to them. That's why I think it's very important.
Numbers up.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I
real
hope they can get better crowds at these games because it is some exciting football, at least the first week.
I agree with that, but you're still thinking old school mentality. It's not about filling the stands with them. It's about the broadcast rights and the money brought in from broadcasting.
No, but what Ben's going at that from a different angle though.
Yeah.
He's not saying for like revenue and that kind of stuff. He's saying for the people
ratings.
watching at home, it's a better feel for the game when you can hear the crowd, you see the crowd.
I agree. And like with the Bandits game, because it was postponed till the next day, nobody was in Birmingham. Then everybody went home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and not their fault. I mean, it's weather. It happens. So
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm hoping we can get at least some better crowds, going forward.
Yeah.
That way, it'll look good, better on TV. You'll get more people to watch, and it is worldwide, so that's good so far.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the numbers this week after getting so many people for that first game last week. And I'm assuming pretty good numbers the rest of the way because it was all good football. But it'll be interesting to see the numbers this week.
Yeah, because you always have that new car smell, and we'll just see whether it wears off or not. It's not going to wear off on us because we love watching football. But I'm just saying for that casual fan,
Yeah.
you guys can talk. I'm looking for these stats.
I was like, oh.
Yes, love.
Wow.
Wow, what?
Fred's comment.
On
like
the USFL games on NBC brought in 1.52 million viewers,
it's pretty good.
and on Fox it brought
Yeah.
in 1.43 million.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
So-
not bad at all.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
those are national channels too, not cable like
Right.
USA and Fox Sports 1. Yeah.
right.
And I just want to ask Fred a question here. He keeps saying it's garbage. What about it to you makes it garbage?
Yeah, because you had great hits. You had great. Some of the hits were too much because
Yeah.
that goes back to the roster situation.
Yeah.
You had the view was great. I loved the camera view because you're using NFL cameras out there. The same
Yeah.
setup that's on Monday Night Football was out there right then. The quarterback play was lacking, but these guys have practiced for 1 week before he started. That'll have to change. That'll have to change in future seasons.
What's up, Ramona?
All right.
What's up, Ramona? Ramona, did you watch any USFL games this week?
Fred
Yes.
says the
Well, you didn't answer the question. Why is it garbage?
Yeah, exactly. There was really nothing garbage about it. And the thing is that the general fan has problem with it is it's not the Bucs or it's not their team. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's something new.
You gotta be
and we're gonna
open-minded.
push against it all the time because look how many times spring football's changed. Because I'm the guy who'll watch any college game or I watch high school football. I'll go down to the stadium and watch high school football all the time. I am a football fan, you know,
Yeah.
in my blood.
Well,
Not everybody's like that. I get it.
But
And
also,
yes, we
John,
did miss you.
you gotta remember too, guys, that I think some fans they feel like because the spring leagues have been such a letdown, they've been
That's why
one
I
and
just said
done.
that. I
Right?
just said
Okay. Yeah. That they don't necessarily they don't want to hop into that water yet.
that.
Into
It's those same
pool
fans
yet.
though that are the reason those
Yeah.
other leagues fail. Okay, they don't.
Well, that's
I
not
think
just the fans, though, Johnny. I mean, that's others.
Well, yeah, like when
Circumstances,
the
too.
AAF put out
Yeah.
great football. Great. That was the best football I've seen in spring league football.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they were just mismanaged to hell, you know?
Yeah.
But you still haven't answered the question, Fred.
It was good at 83. I mean, we love the Bandits in
Yeah.
83, but that's because everybody got hyped up over the draft because the Bandits were actually a pro NFL team without the NFL logo.
Well, and remember too,
Yeah.
the NFL was like not the number one sports league in pro sports at
For
the time.
50 years, it took 50 years
Yeah,
to get the
but I'm
NFL
saying
popular.
like the AFL had a chance. The USFL had a good chance to catch that new viewer, that new audience. And it was a different era at the time too.
See, Ramona, thank you for giving an opinion.
Right.
Says it's like if you don't get a first down, when second down starts, there's literally 12 or 15 seconds left. Kind of weird, makes for sloppy B-movie type of play.
Who's Bob Ross?
Me.
There's no Bob Ross.
We skipped his rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's do them now.
Okay, I'm the black sheep of the show. I understand. Always that
You were
disappointing.
silent for so long, we didn't know if you were
I was
here.
I was waiting patiently. I went interrupt, and then you guys skipped me. I was like, "Damn, tell me how you really feel."
Well, because we didn't think you were here.
Yeah,
Our apologies. No need to beat us
Yeah.
up for it.
all right, Alec, we
Yes,
apologize.
Grand Sensei.
Jeez. Come on, rankings.
Ben.
Rankings, let's go.
Want me to put that back up for you?
Si, senor.
There you go.
Gracias. So
Trashy
number
ass,
one,
man.
I'm sorry. So number one, I have the Bandits. Number two, I'm gonna go Stallions.
That's my list. What are you doing?
Number three, I'm gonna go
I had the same
Stars.
thing.
You
Oh.
are interrupting him again,
Top Ben. Shit.
Ahmed.
And then number four, I'm gonna go Breakers. This is one.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just
so
gotta
thanks.
I gotta
They
interject
didn't
with a
know
question
fumble.
here. So you've got the Stars at 3, the Breakers at 4, but the Breakers beat the Stars.
There's a method to the madness, Alex. There's a method to the
I'm
madness.
asking you to explain the method to the madness.
This isn't a Moon Knight movie.
See? That's why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice
Keep going.
things.
Keep going, Alex. Keep going.
Okay, now I got to redo my whole rankings. I had to write down to where I left off. Thanks.
All right.
Jeez.
I can tell you where you had everything. We had Bandits 1, Stallions 2, Stars 3, Breakers 4.
Oh, thanks. Gracias. And then I'm gonna have the Gamblers. Thank you. Like, gosh, bend over. I'm gonna
Here
have
we go.
Gamblers at 6.
We
And
made
then-
it 6.
Oh my! You know, I just give up on this because
Only got 2 more to go.
All right, then I'll go Panthers 7, Maulers 8.
Okay, now give your reasoning.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You gotta
He's
give your
off his
reasoning.
meds. I actually am on meds, so thank you.
Well, okay,
Also-
Stars over Breakers. Why?
See, I'm more of the upsets. Like I said before, they may have won that game, but I see hope in them.
Wait. I'm getting
So what
confused.
speaks to me is it's
Wait,
New Orleans,
Alex,
so he
Alex,
pushed them down.
hold up. I know we want to get to your dying question there. I want him to start at number 1 and give us reasons why he's picking these at that rate.
Okay.
1 through 8.
Well, can you re-say why I picked at number 2 then? Go through? Because
Let's start
I know
1.
number 1. See? This is Ben's fault. Oh, freaking Ben's fault.
It's always Ben's fault. Yeah, I know. Come on.
Blame bend over.
Come on.
No, oh, whoa.
No, I don't want to get him excited now. I don't want him to get.
No,
I don't want
that
him to
was
get back on
Alex
camera.
Here we go, off topic again.
I'm just trying to be on topic, and then I'm getting out of
Focus.
I know.
Focus, Alec. Focus.
Yes, Ben McAdoo.
Okay,
So number
Stallions. Why do
one-
you have Stallions? at
Number 1, I picked the Bandits.
Oh, the Bandits at number 1. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Bandits
Stallions
number
at,
one.
Stallions at 2.
Okay. Okay, why Bandits at 1?
I mean, I can't. This is a non-biased opinion, putting that out there. I like the quarterback play on the Tampa Bay Bandits and how he reads the defense. It's not always going to be that. Obviously, it's his first game, so I can't say he's like the top. I could say he's top right now, quarterback.
Well, I
But-
hands down say he's top because he
It's
I mean,
read
yeah,
his
'cause
clear.
touchdowns. He did everything. He did everything he needed to do.
I just like his pocket presence on the team for us. Because
I saw that one too.
because you guys see how. Because when I see him playing on that game against, I forgot how we played against Pittsburgh. Even though Pittsburgh was a bad team, I can't really. That's why I'm saying like it's more. I gotta see more from him because Pittsburgh's being that one team is just going to be like that. They just slap around every freaking week. So I think New Orleans will be a good test for him and see how that works out for them. Because it's better. It's been better than Pittsburgh because they don't have a single offense. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done.
come on, Alex. I was really listening to you, man.
I'm trying to Okay.
Well,
Basically-
wait, I want to ask a question, though. All right, all your reasoning for putting the Bandits at number 1, it sounds like what you're saying, though, is a good reason not to put them at number 1.
I mean, I've only seen a few errors in their game. That's about it. The run game has to step up for sure.
Yeah, Emmons has to quit going the wrong way.
And then it's more of like the too many there was like about good 4 passes that was more rushed in that moment where the receiver didn't turn around because those drop balls could have been easily turned into first downs when they needed to be. But yeah, you can tell it was more rushed in that sequence.
Yeah.
So
To me, the Bandits being the top team, it's 6 words: best coach, best quarterback, best team.
don't tell Johnny that. He's
I don't
Well,
disagree.
what about their
I just want
defense?
to see it. I still want to see it because I got.
What about their defense? Got off to a great start. I know they slowed down, but
Yeah, but they finished. As you can
Yeah,
tell by
and
the
they
score,
finished
they only
it.
allowed 3 points in that
I
game.
do like their
Yeah,
secondary.
yeah.
I definitely like their
Mhm.
secondary.
Yep.
yep.
Secondary does help. That's why I
right.
need to see more. I need to see more from that defensive line against the quarterback. More in the second half. And then what was my number 2? Because my whole list is all
Stallions.
jazz.
Oh yes. Oh, Grady or whatever his name is. That guy was beast.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you had the Stallions at number 2.
Ramona, you just got Johnny all excited.
Oh yeah.
Tied in.
So Stallions, I see as more of a set. I want to say complete team, but not fully. Because it's kind of hard to rank these teams off of 1 week. Because you know how it's like it's like the NFL. Like if you go down the weeks, you never know if that team was actually bad the entire time or if they're actually a good team.
Communication.
Yeah.
The thing you look for when you're ranking brand new teams out there is how well they communicate.
Yep.
Yeah, but
And the Stallions did a great job of communication on both ends, the defense and the offense. So I have no problem with putting them where I had them.
Yeah.
and then
You had the Stars number 3.
the one that you want me to explain. My bad.
You knew he knew where this one was.
Sorry. But
No, like to me, I just I have them at number 7, so I want to know why. Like,
because I'm not
we
gonna.
obviously have different reasons.
Because I see them as more of a team that like turns it around mid-season. Like everybody's gonna have their errors mid the first week. It's like they had their spring training, they had their first game. Not everybody's gonna be perfect the first game, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be a team that I'm gonna hope succeeds. This rank is probably gonna change next week. I'm probably gonna drop them lower, but that's the one team I somewhat have hope in on that field.
To
But
be honest, when they came out, they looked like gangbusters. They took that first lead, and I thought they were going to just keep running.
well, I think they
like
turn
they
that
did.
around next week because I'm pretty sure the coach is going to tell them because the way I see it, the USFL, no lead is safe. No lead is safe.
I just can't. I'm not rooting. My
I mean, I'm not saying
rankings
I'm
are
not
honest.
like a thing.
No, I'm just saying me personally.
Yeah,
I'm not rooting. My power rankings are my honest opinions. But I had a hard time putting the Stallions in the top 20, let alone
What?
because
The
the
Stars.
Stars are the
The
ones
Stars.
that destroyed the original USFL.
yeah.
Well, and to me,
The owners,
if I'm not
Stars,
mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, the Stars were the ones that like continuously used 2 quarterbacks. It was like down to down, drive to drive.
yeah.
So, like, to me, the old saying still rings true: if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. So they got to figure out who their guy is. To me,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that as my sleeper until they probably upset me next week. So,
well, they're playing the Maulers, so they better win that one.
if they lose that, they're automatically jumped to number 8. I don't care.
Actually, I picked the Maulers to win that game. So
You did
that's my
pick the
upset
Maulers.
Well, you're gonna see the Stars drop to number 8, probably 20.
And I'm disappointed in Johnny for not picking Pittsburgh. You know, you got to represent your city, dude. I mean,
Hey, you gotta think with your head, not your heart, when you're picking these games. Okay.
Well, see, I'm Vegas, so I don't have any pressure on me. So yeah.
So next one I have. It was
You
the
had New
Breakers,
Orleans
right?
at 4. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely like their defense on that one. Definitely like the New Orleans defense.
Yeah.
Offense needs more work, but no one's perfect on that week. That's why I say Tampa versus New Orleans. I can see that definitely being a good game, and
Yep.
seeing if Tampa actually fixes up, at least because like Johnny said, at the beginning of the game, Tampa was just going down the field, and they started slowing down. You can't do that against New Orleans because that's going to backfire on you in the end.
We got to understand too. Tampa went to a lot of running game on the second half
Yeah.
too, so trying to run the clock out and stuff. But
And some teams are doing the same thing. They had like the consistent run, or pass.
Yeah,
So,
like the Panthers had like almost 200 yards of rushing.
and Pittsburgh literally ran the ball.
now,
And
now yeah, the Panthers did what the Maulers tried to do.
Yeah.
and they couldn't get that run game started.
Yeah.
What I saw of Hampton in the Bandits game was, how does someone that big get that open? That often reminds me of Gronk.
The tight end, yeah,
Yeah.
He that was my first comparison. I
Yeah.
in the chat I messaged the guys. I was like, "There's Gronk, man. He's got the same body type. His skill sets are basically the same, and he could catch the ball, and he was running well, man. I don't see him. I see him vying for an NFL spot after his 2-year stint here is up.
Yeah, but I definitely
Yeah.
see I'm hoping for the communication for Tampa to their communication was good at first. It was great. It's just that drop off. You got you can't you got to put the foot on the gas, because some of these teams, they didn't obviously they don't know all these teams that well because it's the first week. But I wouldn't take that risk on any given
Well,
game
they
day.
were all winded every second half,
Except
in all of
Pittsburgh,
these games,
they won't do nothing. Except Pittsburgh, they
every
won't do nothing.
team in the second half had a drop off. Every single one of them. Pittsburgh kind of came up in the second half. Panthers came up in the second half, but
Yeah.
that it's the they have to get their body in football shapes.
Yep.
With
Only
one
having a
of
week
practice, you
hurt
can't
that.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Number 5, you had the Generals, I want to say.
Yeah, I can't understand them getting dropped so low.
I had them at 4.
And excuse me, I was talking about the Generals when I said the Stars destroyed football. The USFL was the Generals, by the way.
So the Generals,
Yeah.
I feel like they had, the way I see the Generals is more of what Tampa almost. I want to say, I explain this in the right way without sounding stupid. I already sound stupid. So
No, you don't.
No.
Fine, man.
with the Generals, I see the defense tends to what's that word called? The defense tends to downplay their opponents.
Play down
Like
to
play
it.
to the level, yeah.
Because at first they was like, you gotta keep that consistency, like Johnny said, with the communication. You can't there are so many blown coverages on their defense end that I couldn't that has to. I don't know how they switched that up.
That's all just communication. That's all it comes down to.
Because he's I'm not sure with USFL, the only thing I don't know about USFL is how each team's defense runs. NFL have their 3-4 defense, stuff like that. I don't know how these teams' defenses are still, how their defense is favored in each team.
That's another thing I enjoyed about the USFL, because I looked out there and I saw 2 high zone defenses. I saw 3-4 defenses. I saw 4-3 defenses out there.
Yeah.
I saw the playbook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm still weak on defenses on how to read them. I'm only good at with man coverage, zone, and 3-4. That's about
The
it.
Bandits was almost like watching the Bucs in their defense. They played that zone 2-man high, and they played 3-4 a lot in that.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does in the next game.
That's a good question, actually,
What
because
about
there
the
was some
Simpsons?
bad
Yeah.
kicking in that
The
game.
kicks. The sensors and footballs affecting the kicks.
It's experimental. I mean, life don't stay in the past. they got to try to innovate.
Yeah.
I think it made the down and distance a lot easier. But then again, that does it affect the kicking game? Who knows? Only a kicker will know.
Yeah, but with the Generals, I can see them swapping with the Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can totally see
I
that.
was giving off a week one. Like I can see them making a comeback, but if they lose, they're below Pittsburgh in my opinion. This is their only chance of hope and glory right now.
Yeah.
The Generals do have firepower, so I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm kind of regretting that ranking on that one. Now that I remember that game, but
Yeah.
looking at Pittsburgh, that's definitely something has to change in that offense. The defense is there. The defense is definitely there. It's just that offense. They got to be
Yeah.
on the same page together. There's too many past opportunities that they could have had just slip away, especially down to their run game. So they're definitely going to be. But I can. I'm trying to say something positive about the Pittsburgh Maulers. Trying to.
You don't have to.
I mean, I want to give like hope.
Todd Haley faced his protege and kicked his ass. That's basically what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Alec, I'm not saying anything positive about the Panthers because anytime a team has 9 fumbles, there's nothing positive.
I mean, does that not kind of put a negative on the Gamblers a little bit though? Because there was 9 fumbles and they almost lost that game.
Yeah, they didn't.
No.
You got to capitalize on that.
You do, but still, I mean, 9 for a pro team, no matter what, is bad.
But if nine fumbles on a team had those fumble recoveries, it would be a way bigger score than that was.
Well, and that's what it was. There was like 4 fumbles and 2 interceptions, something like that.
Ben Cornette's Detroit hate is hanging out and swinging all over.
It is no, it's not. Why do you? Okay, if I have so much hate,
no, I agree with you, Ben. I agree with you. I was just poking at you, dude.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll be even honest. I think if the Panthers have another bad game, turnover-wise, I would relegate. I would relegate them out of the league.
Wow.
I would relegate them. Yeah.
But honestly, like
Dallas in their place and put Dallas in their place. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, like Alex said, like those teams, like they have to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Because they're done. Yeah. Like that's literally just the team is giving away free points, and you're just kicking it to the curb and saying, "Don't worry, we'll try next game. Well, next possession." Like that's not always going to be a given to you.
Yeah.
Those teams turn over 9 times, and you only put up 17 points. Yeah. So definitely that.
The 2 teams who capitalized
if they do
were the Stallions. And I got to say the Generals capitalized on their chances. They put points on the board whenever they had a chance. The Bandits in the second half did not capitalize on their field position. They had great field position in the second half, and they didn't capitalize on it that much. That's why I couldn't rank them number 1. That was the whole reason why they didn't capitalize on what they were given. And of course, I think the Panthers capitalized better than the Gamblers by a long shot.
Yeah.
Gamblers were given the ball so many friggin' times when they could have capitalized on it, but the Panthers took advantage of the times they had.
Yeah.
That's why it's like that's why the week 1's usually kind of rough. Because I got to at least see like 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
That's why these rankings
are going to go out the window after this weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
I already know
the weekly ranking because it changes from week to week.
Yeah.
I already know where stars are going at if they fuck up one more week. They're going at bottom of the total poll. They're going at 20. Ain't no 8. It's 20.
I'm keeping the Panthers at 8. It was that bad, even if they win
I'm
this
saying
week.
like the stars will be below 8. They'll be like 20 if the stars mess
I
up
can't
again.
put the Panthers below the Maulers. The Panthers at least put 12
Yeah,
points on the board.
Yeah.
9
they
fumbles.
And
9
well, the
And they
Maulers
still
could be
scored-
accused of passing the ball 4 times or 5 times in the game. Come on, man.
9
You
But if you
fumbles.
think about it,
And they still almost won the game.
Yeah.
9 fumbles.
And
Sorry.
they still almost won.
but think about it. Think about it from a defensive
5
perspective.
passes.
They fumbled 9 times, but they only allowed 17 points. Total
On
game.
What's that got to do with
193
the
rushing
offense?
yards.
We're talking about it's a brand new season and a brand new league. It's the first game of the league. And what do? You go out there and bore everybody to death by running the ball every time you touch
Oh,
it.
he was talking Michigan still.
Oh.
Yeah, he was talking the Panthers still.
I
Come
can't
on, like-
put anybody below the Maulers right now.
Yeah, I can't either.
I do.
I feel like if the I
There's that
definitely
Detroit
think the
hatred.
Bandits definitely need to clean up that passing game.
What's that, Alec?
I'm saying I think the Bandits definitely need to clean up the passing game late in games. Because some of those passes were you could tell they were definitely rushed. Like some of them were even far out of reach
Yeah.
of the receiver's hands. So it's definitely
But
like
again,
I think it's
it's
more
a
like
passing game
offensive
on a
line.
week.
It's more like offensive line trying to like do too much and then having the quarterback have to rush the pass. As long as you give Tampa good pocket presence, it's gonna be way better than what that game was.
Well, Tamau can run the ball.
I mean, he can run it and he can read the defense. It's just when that offensive line doesn't give him that little bit of glimmer,
Well, they don't
Don't
have.
do.
I don't think Todd Haley has any running plays for the quarterback actually written into the playbook.
That's how good 7 and 9 looks.
Oh my God, Jeff Fisher.
Uh,
Jeff, come on! You didn't have much competition out there, dude.
no.
Actually, he did. It was basically even competition, and that's another thing I want to bring up too. The coaching was fair to Midland. Todd Haley had a good game plan going out there. I think Jeff Fisher,
His
honestly, had
quarterbacks
a
could hold on to
decent.
the fucking ball.
I think he had a decent game plan, but he didn't have a quarterback.
He didn't have anybody that could hold on to the ball for more than 3 fucking
No.
seconds.
He didn't. The whatever his name is with the Maulers, I think he was just out of his
Sumlin.
Sumlin, yeah, Kevin Sumlin. Jesus, dude, you're facing your mentor and you couldn't even beat him. You couldn't even put up a fight, dude. Come on, go back to school. Go back to school. Figure it out. Run the ball every freaking. If he runs the ball that much, can you imagine how bad his quarterbacks have to be?
Oh my God. I'm putting that up as Johnny's page. Oh my God.
Why on my page, you dork?
Wow.
Another well penis.
I saw something about that. It was somebody was starting the hashtag Me Poo movement.
Me too movement.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Oh, well, okay. We're done with Kyle's picks, right?
Kyle.
You just did it again.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. I'll help you out, Johnny. Don't worry. Here's some help for you.
Kyle, I mean,
Here's some what's it called?
First, you couldn't get our fucking names
Visual.
right. Now you're calling Kyle instead.
I keep trying to come up with something other than Alec.
There you go. There you go. Is that helpful?
Yo,
Visual.
We'll leave
Visuals.
this up.
There you go. All
Not
right.
Kyle.
In his Tom Green voice, I want to be Kyle.
You.
I've never heard him complain so much about being called Kyle before, actually.
I know.
Well, because
Kyle's
you don't
that-
call him Kyle that much before.
Would you want to be named Kyle?
Oh, yes, I have.
It's
in
totally
chat.
Kyle. Totally.
Kyle's gonna come on here and fight you now.
No, he's in bed rest. Apparently, he has a surviving COVID.
Okay, what the hell? Oh, that was our picks for next week.
Well, that was our power rankings. We already did our picks for next week.
Oh, okay, Jesus criminy.
I was there for the picks before my computer decided to be AWOL.
You don't tell me you didn't do your picks too.
No, he
No, I
did.
did. I did do my
Oh,
picks.
okay,
I said I did my picks before my computer went AWOL.
He did the picks before he did the fucking rankings. I mean, that was 100% our fault, but you good over there,
Good
now,
news.
Kyle?
The good news, Mona, if you're still listening, I said this last week and you disappeared already.
Yeah,
If
what
you're
the
still
hell?
listening, Mona, next Thursday night we're going to start early and we're going to have an entire draft segment for the first round all the way to the end on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay,
Yeah, we'll be
So-
here all week.
everybody that's watching now, all two of you, should
Hey, there's 6.
should,
Yeah.
should check us out.
Going on
next
5.
Thursday night. It's going to be a big show. We're going to be doing it in tandems, and everybody's going to get a rest. And Ben's going to be doing his elaborate Ben stuff, and Alex is going to get to host one of the shows at some point.
You mean
Not
Alex?
Kyle.
You mean not Kyle?
It's Alec with the C.
He don't understand me if I call him Alex.
Okay, here we go. Now we gotta do more visuals.
Alec. You know, good
Al-
Alec.
Alec.
Call him like Alec from Madagascar.
Alec.
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 So anyhow, Ramona, please show up next week.
Well, which one is it? Is
Here
it
you go,
Alec
Johnny.
with a C or not Kyle? Which one is it?
I need to keep giving him visuals.
What do you give
You
me
know, it's a
visuals
for
for?
air.
I'm blind as shit, dude. I can't see anything.
Don't worry.
I agree with
I'll-
Ramona here. At least it wasn't as bad as Jason Garrett clapping. That's all I thought we were going to hear at the broadcast booth.
Oh,
So
great. I forgot about Jason Garrett.
Him and that douche, Jack Collinsworth.
Jack Collinsworth. And I was sitting there, wasn't paying attention. And Tracy goes, "That's Collinsworth." She just heard it, you know.
yeah,
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy. I said, "No, that's not Chris Collinsworth. He's not here." She said, "That's Collinsworth." I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's Jack Collinsworth." Whatever.
Here's my son.
Yeah, I thought Menifee did a great job, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's good. Him and Clout were really, really good.
Yeah, Joel Clatton.
I
Menifee.
love those two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
They're
I'm
two of the
glad-
best ones in football.
Yeah, I didn't have a big problem with any of the announcing actually,
Mm.
except when they were sitting there. I think it was Jason Garrett was sitting there trying to think of something to say, and talking and babbling about what was going on and shit.
Yeah.
He's the one that
I
gave
do.
me the idea about knocking out the damn drone. Remember when he said something about the drone
Yeah.
was flying pretty low over there? Blah, 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 blah. I was like,
Yeah.
Next
and
thing you know-
then I
Oh.
saw that one wide receiver running to get out the outside.
Yeah.
And split wide. he took a few fast steps toward the drone, and the drone was like, "Rah."
If I was a quarterback
Let's see.
one play, I'd just say fuck it and throw it right at the thing.
Absolutely. I think that's what that one kicker was doing, man. Remember that one that had all that hang time? I think he just
Yeah.
hit the drone way up top.
Welcome to the USFL. We don't break tablets. We break drones.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's a nice slogan.
Yeah.
I think the NFL will get them because they have
No,
drones,
Tom Brady
too.
will break it,
You
or
know,
Gronk might
in the
spike it.
NFL they're trying that shit.
and then Gronk might spike
Yeah.
it, and then get a fine.
Gronk will grab the drone out of the air and spike it.
Gronk smash.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the whole game is off. Like, oh, well, there goes that.
Yeah, no TV signal anymore.
I'm gonna kill a whole. Whoa, we didn't have any other cameras because the USFL took them all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end differently this time. I don't think we've ever done this before.
Well, we haven't in a long time.
I'm gonna shock everybody with. I'm gonna pull everybody up and let them all tell you where to find them.
Oh, wow.
Kyle. I mean,
Oh my God! It literally says his name right there.
I actually did that one on purpose.
So,
Yeah, that's where
how
you
much
find them.
are you on?
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle,
This is-
speak. I mean,
Well,
damn, I
Kyle.
didn't mess up that time.
Holy shit!
Come on, Alex, speak.
Okay, Greg. So
Oh,
you can find me here
You're normal.
or any other NFL Bucs Report live shows.
Any other one?
I mean, except a few of them. You know which one I'm talking about. But you can catch me on here on Facebook at Alex Schomburg, or any post that Ben posts. Usually in the comments.
Hit him up on Messenger, everybody. Just don't call him Kyle.
Don't do
Deal.
that. Don't search Kyle. It's not me. And
Ben,
here's Ben
sir.
over.
Okay, well, you can find me because I'm visual right now. I'm not hiding behind a picture there.
My MacBook is broken. Ben,
I always hear those excuses. I am here on Bucs Report every Thursday night on the NFL edition.
Fake.
And also, I am on Twitter at BennyBoy702. That's BenEBoy 702.
I thought that was your dad.
No, it's not. You don't have a Twitter. You don't have a Twitter. So what are you talking about?
Yes, I do. I follow you, dork.
Do you follow Greg Roman?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Oh boy.
And Alec, where do you find
Sorry.
you?
Alec already did his.
No, I'm asking Alec this time, not Kyle.
Oh my God. You
You-
can find me on any Bucs Report video or post on the live stream. You can
Or
find
at
me on
Kyle's.
Twitter at Alec0706
Or at Kyle's.
or at Ben's house talking to the mob.
Mm.
And by the way,
Oh,
if in the chat,
No,
if you
don't say
have-
that.
if in the chat, if you haven't noticed, people in the chat, I have been putting stars next to our favorite people and my favorite comments by them. So
Are they?
I don't know
able
if
to
it
see
shows
that?
up in the chat, but you're starred, so we know our favorite. People.
No. If you go over the start thing, it's for us.
Okay. Well, I just told them that.
And also, I want to give you guys a heads up. Tune in on Saturday for North Sports Dynasty's finale live stream with Alex and
Way to
Andrew.
steal my thunder, dickhead.
Dude,
I'm
what?
sorry.
You had your time. You're not up there now.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Ah, here we go. Want to back up?
You gave him his other personality, so
Yeah.
Okay, I
Kyle
want to say
follows
this,
Alec everywhere
Ramona.
he goes.
Thank you for doing that, and I hope everybody else in the chat
Yes, Ramona.
does the
Ramona,
same.
thank you so much.
There. Now I got that out of my system.
Okay, there you go, Alex. Sorry, apologize.
fucker.
No lashes, please.
All right, so as Alex said, me and Andrew will be doing our final episode of North Sports Dynasty Saturday, noon Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Well, we're doing the show pretty much as originally planned. We'll do our mock draft 3.0s and then just kind of shoot the shit, football talk. So yeah, come in for one last episode, have some fun with us. Otherwise, you can catch me here every week on the NFL edition. Next week,
Three
Thursday,
times
Friday.
next week.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to be on a lot. So
That's gonna be a special day.
Come keep us company, keep us entertained, because it's going to be a long one.
Try to keep us on the rails.
Good luck with that one. No.